You've been sleeping with my girl.
So who's your peak timers then? Because you ain't putting yourself there. You're warm up, man.
And someone's talking about fly fishing for the last 14 minutes. Yeah. So not only did I not sleep with his girlfriend had cheated on him, but with the wrong guy. He had like the stand-up one for me, Depot, is me telling Steve Lawler that he was quite prejudiced. Everywhere to get like these chocolate people going around and wobbling. There's a lot of white.
There's a lot of whites.
There's a lot of whites.
My mum was a political and social activist. Play because I had ingrown toenail.
People think everyone stopped making garage 20 years ago.
It started off as an advert. Like, and he misses my nose, like, you got this tune, have you got this tune, have you got this tune? Yeah, come down to blah, 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 blah. You're listening to Silk Silly. He just knew I knew my onions.
I love Jeremy Sylvester, man.
But
such a geezer.
I big up DJs regardless of whether they're house, garage, jungle. I've seen some great technical DJs that are really crap in clubs. And I've seen some really great club DJs that are crap technically.
That's my favourite ever speed garage
I
tune.
mean,
Have you noticed though, you know the ones who stay in the lane? They're the ones who last the longest.
Everybody's like fingers on a hand. All different, but all needed.
Before we start today's show, I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Asset Insights. Please go give them a follow and check them out. The links are in the description below. Welcome to the Ranting and Raving podcast with myself, Wayne Scott Fox, and Mickey Williams. And yet again, we have another special guest this week.
Spoiling everyone with guests, don't we?
We're spoiling me as well because I know him quite well.
Do you?
Yeah.
How well?
Not that well, Michael.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, no.
You won't take too lightly to that either. Trying to say we're bummers.
Right, today we've got on the show Nighttrate, garage DJ from Birmingham. How we doing, Nighttrate?
Yeah, I'm well, bro. I'm well. How are you?
All good, man. All good.
Is this where you be serious now?
This is where it is.
Is this where your corporate side comes out?
This is the...
I'm very good, thank you.
No.
About 2 minutes ago, he was like, "What, go on, blood?" But he's saying, "You get me." The corporate side's here.
I'm quite diverse.
Right, for anyone who don't know who you are, just give us a little...
Let's explain why people won't know. A lot of people are going to know you are in the Midlands, right? So we have to explain this because I don't want you to be offended by saying, for those who don't know you, in the Midlands, you're known.
No,
you are one of the original G's of garage in the area. But, you know, because of my audience from back in the day, I've built it national around the country. So there are some people up north or out east who need to know about you.
I would say your hypothesis is...
What a fucking word.
I know, yeah.
is quite... It's right to an extent, but what you need to remember is if you were part of the culture, like if you were like whether it was garage or baseline,
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I played nationally,
Yep.
like quite a bit. I did Garage Nation tours, which they basically did from Monday to Sunday, as student events. We did. I played out between 11 and 18 times a week at different events up and down the country. I once paid somebody in the late 90s £100 just to drive me on top of petrol to do 7 gigs. Starting in Birmingham and ending in the Temple in Bolton. So I mean, like, it's only because the internet wasn't a thing during obviously the 90s and so forth that I probably don't have as much of a kind of presence like to a point where, but I've been on more tape packs than any other DJ outside London. I've been on more CD packs than any other DJ outside London. I mean, like they sold like Pure Bass and Bassline Fever packs sold in the tens of thousands. nationally.
They probably would have been globally as well.
Yeah, well,
Don't be
possibly.
surprised.
Yeah, like we did really well with them.
Yeah, the Polish would have had a bash on them, wouldn't they?
You'd be surprised.
No, how many bootlegged ones? And I'm talking about the ones that we pressed.
The ones that you did yourself.
The ones that we pressed, and then there was obviously the market stalls that were bootlegging them.
Everywhere.
That sold, which to a point I didn't get so angry about because I knew the purpose of a pack.
Yeah,
and the pack
promote anyway, isn't it?
Yo, you got so much work off a pack if your set was really good on that. So
yeah, definitely. Right, we're just going to go back to the beginning a little bit. So, where did you grow up?
I grew up.
Where were you, the little boy in nappies?
I was born in Sorrento Hospital in Moseley, like most kids in South Birmingham. I actually lived on the cusp of 3 areas, which was Sparkhill, Borsaley, and Moseley. Like at the bottom of, like literally, like maybe 100 yards away from my house or 200 yards away from my house. That was the actual point where all 3 areas met.
Okay.
So it was always kind of like where whoever you met and whatever road you were trying to get into, like you tell them you were from that bit. Okay. So if you were having an argument with a dude, like, you know what I mean? Like, for like
a bit like a postcode, didn't you?
Like, you kind of thing, you have an argument with a dude, you go, oh, yeah, well, like, oh, you're up. And you go, well, I'm from Borsley, so I'm not an idiot, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then, like, so, and then some of the Asian brothers, you would go, like, yeah, okay, yeah, I know what it's like. I lived in Sparkhill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then if you were speaking to, like, you were in Stratford-upon-Avon and they were talking about, oh, where you come from?
Then you got to put your corporate voice on.
Then you go, yeah. then you go, well, actually, I come from Moseley.
Which is on the outskirts of Solihull.
South Birmingham.
But then, and they go, oh, I go out in Moseley. Moseley is quite an enjoyable night.
So what was it like growing up in Birmingham?
Well, I happened to grow up right in between everybody. So we had Pat O'Banton, like grew up with his son.
Yeah.
UB40, Ali Campbell had his house, still had a house just down the road, even though he didn't live in the area. He liked to keep a house in the area to kind of say he still had his roots.
Yeah.
The guy from the Fine Young Cannibals was the one road over. Like we had Ocean Colour Scene. We had all these guys. Like I was quite lucky because like a lot of the UB40 lot. 2 of my uncles were really good friends with those guys because they went to Moses School and they were there with the reception. So, and then I ended up having friends that were the kids of some of the guys, and I didn't even realize that they were the kids.
Yeah.
Of they just happened to be my friends, and then it just turned out later on.
Did you find out that they were related?
Like, that was Astro's son, and that was Fortner's kid, and everything. Warwick and Adele, and like so they used to live next door to me for a while.
Okay.
So you know what I mean, like you had like a lot of other things, but there's a lot of guys had a lot of kids, and then you realize that. You know what I mean? Like some people have brothers and sisters they don't probably know are brothers and sisters. So unfortunately, it's life. But growing up in the area was fun because it was very musical. Even the youth clubs, like Osman House, just on the Alcester Road. Yes, it's Alcester, not Ulster.
Alcester.
Yeah,
sounds like something you get in your mouth.
Yeah, Alcester, Ulster. But joking aside, Alcester Road, there was a youth club called Osman House, and it was this place is so big. It's I think it's a 4-story detached townhouse. It had a tennis court and a basketball court separately in the back garden.
Wow.
On the roof, in the attic, it had a music room.
Okay.
And they would throw their own discos. It was so big you could like all the kids. So kids, you'd get to know each other, and you'd get to work with different people. So people would hear there's a music room, so they travel down from wherever area, and that's kind of what youth clubs had at the time. You had that unity, and you'd meet up with people and.
Our youth club had a tennis table and a shitty pool table. We never had no music.
It's crazy
studio
though when you mention some of them names that were in that short area, so to some big names there, you know.
Massive. I mean, like Kutchai, a good friend of mine, like who's Pat O'Banton's son. Like for years, I didn't realize his dad was Pat O'Banton. I knew who Pat O'Banton was. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. You heard the Busy's Party, right?
Right.
You know, this one going out to all the pretty girls.
Yeah.
Okay, so Slaughter John who's the guy from Basement Jaxx, Jump
Okay.
and Shout.
Yep.
Yes. So Slaughter John is the vocalist on that track that goes, "It's my party now." No, so he does the chatting on it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So he invited me to a studio in someone's back garden, and when I say, like, you think it sounds weird, but this studio was so big and done out in such a way,
Massive.
it, like, kind of got planning permission, but he brought me in there. I think it might have been 97, and because my friend Huey used to cut his hair.
Oh, okay.
And that's how we knew Slaughter John. And so when we heard about when we heard about him doing Jump and Shout with Basement Jaxx, my friend Huey was actually in the video, and I missed that video because I was doing something else.
Okay.
And we got on with Slaughter, and he's from our ends as well. And he invited R.I.P. Sorry, let me say this first. Big respect to all the Slaughter's family. I'm sorry for your loss. I mean, we lost him last year, and he is a big loss to the Birmingham and music scene as a whole. He invited us, me, to come to the studio again in Borsalheath, and I came in, and he says, "I've just got to go lay this. I want to lay this vocal down, and this track's playing. Do like," and I'm like, "Okay," and I'm thinking, "Oh, this tune's amazing." And this comes in with "It's My Party now." So what happened is Booker T made that tune, or remixed the tune. I'm not sure where it is. I think Booker T made the tune, and it had vocal. They had laced the vocal and they sent it down, and that bit, I actually watched him lay that bit down in the studio. So then, for the best part of 8 months, I'm out here going, "Yo, this is amazing tune, blah 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 blah." People they going, "Okay, yeah, whatever," and then when it finally comes out, it's like, "Yeah, that's a tune." "Oh, shut up! You don't know about this tune."
Fucking you actually seen it be made.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that was just a normal Friday night.
Yeah. It's a good area to grow up in.
Yeah. So no, I mean, there was lots of studios, lots of bluesies, lots of places to rave. We had 2 nightclubs, Satan's Paradise and Circus, and that was just on the Moseley Road.
What was the music?
Moseley's quite a good nightlife, isn't it?
Yeah, what was the music when you were younger? What was kind of like what you heard the most?
So I grew up waking up to my mum cleaning on a Sunday, listening to reggae. So stations like PCRL would be on and so forth, and PCRL lost their founder the other day as well, R.I.P. But PCRL was the station for that kind of counterculture, which, and that's the station like I wanted to be on. That I've always wanted to. From about the age of 5, I've always wanted to be a DJ. You see you see the hip hop guys with their
Scratching
and I was like, yeah, that's what I wanted. And I was in a hip hop crew.
Can you scratch?
From really young, scratching each, but I can. It's
that's a no then.
I wouldn't class it as a scratching.
See, that's where I was kind of going, because we kind of say to people that a lot of people are influenced by the music that the parents give them. Yep. So the reason why I asked what kind of music was it that you were into before Garage came along?
I was rapping. So you know who Saracey is? I used to be the host for Toddler T.
No, I don't know.
So on Radio 1, when Toddler T was on.
Yeah.
So me, Saracey, and another guy called Wester Brown. So Jerome Thompson, Wester Brown, and myself. We were all in a hip hop crew called. We had a lot of different names, but we ended up calling ourselves Pure Badness. Yeah. And there used to be a British hip hop subculture that where you could go around and do these events, and there'd be a lot of guys you'd have Moorish Delta, and you'd have sorry, names is escaping me. There was a lot of great hip hop guys.
UK based.
Yeah. So and we would all do our things, and and again we had there was carnivals as well. Every area had a carnival, so you were able to entertain people at the carnival and show your thing. And so the idea was I started DJing to start. For me, I wanted to start DJing to add that live element to our hip hop thing. So I got to about 13. So I had the whole reggae influence, had the old hip hop influence, like obviously the R&B, and then. But where was I? I was somewhere, and I watched a guy argue about the problem with British artists being like, well, you had Credit to the Nation, who's from Wolverhampton,
Yeah.
and he's a hip hop guy, and his first album was critically acclaimed. His second album, so the Americans loved it, and they credit this guy for killing hip hop, because his second album, we went and dissed everybody in America. So
not the fucking best way to start.
They accept the first one and praise it, and then he goes and slates
and then
everyone.
he slates everyone. He goes on a proper diss campaign. So then the Americans said, "Allow UK," and they put a shadow ban kind of thing.
Yeah, you ain't having these.
And it was harder for them to sign these guys. So
right. Sorry to briefly interrupt the show, but I want to tell you about our Patreon. You can join us on patreon.com/the Ranting and Raving Pod. Tiers start from as little as £3, where you'll get access to all of our Patreon shows, which aren't public, the complete back catalogue. You'll get a load of DJ mixes, and you get early access to the public shows as well. As I said, tiers start from £3, and any support we can get from you lot to keep the lights on here would be greatly appreciated. Now enjoy the rest of the show.
These guys. So with that being, so someone was arguing that why are we out here like fondling somebody else's nuts?
Yeah.
Kind of thing, like kind of thing.
Stay home and fondle your own.
Well, why don't you, like, instead of hyping everybody else up, why don't you take a chance on yourself? I remember my uncle saying to my other uncle, one's uncle by blood, uncle by friendship kind of thing. That's how families work.
Yeah.
UB40 wanted one of his tunes, and my uncle said, and they were trying to buy it off him, and my uncle said to him, "Well, why didn't you put it out yourself?" He never did anything with it in the end. He didn't and he said, "What's your thinking in that?" He said, "Because I'd rather try myself than let somebody else have the hype on it."
Yeah.
Because again, back then people weren't getting as much royalties, or it was a murkier world for music. It's still murky, but
fucking hell, it's never been clean.
It's never been clean. No. I mean, there's
definitely not.
No water to filter on music.
Do you remember when, like, the moment UK Garage? Gripped you?
Well, so I was right, an early adapter. So it's not easy to say parts without saying other parts.
Yeah.
Like I started DJing when I was 13.
Yep.
And I started playing like things like acid house. I had already bought acid house records and so forth, like Voodoo Ray and all that. Mm-hmm. Because getting back to the why I mentioned the fondling was, I decided that I wanted to do something more UK based. So I started looking into what we had, and then and the rave culture was always something that really caught my eye. I used to go to raves like Dreamscape and Tasia, and we used to lie saying we're going to our friend's house and end up at an all night. Oh no, further afield. We did the Gloucester thing, we did the London thing. We've been known to chill in a tube station after a rave till the train station start. To the train started. So or go to a snooker hall and and play snooker after the event. But so I started playing at 13, and 3 weeks after having my first decks, I had my first radio show.
Okay.
So
who was that with?
Premier FM, Chicken George, the famous. Because by that time I was.
Why do I know that Chicken George name?
Chicken George,
Chicken George is basically like a pioneer for radio in the UK, and probably doesn't get his flowers like he should do. Again, pre-internet, he was on PCRL. I don't know how influential he was in, like, when he was influential as a DJ, but I don't know how influential he was on the running of the station.
Yeah.
But just as PCRL finished, he started Premier. And I always wanted to be on PCRL. And when I heard Premier had started, which is another thing where I wasn't looking for a radio show to start with. I didn't know, like, it's my cousin, Ruben Ivory, was on Premier and heard that I started DJing and says, "Do you want a radio show?" And I said, "I've only been playing a week."
Yeah.
And he says, "Come next week with me and we'll go to the Highgate Tavern where they did I think a Wednesday or Thursday night reggae event. So and that was in Borsalleaf, or we could say Sparkbrook if you want to get you want to get
No, it's not there, it's in here.
Yeah, you know, like for the purists, not far from not far from the Ring Road. So I met him. I walked to his house, and then we walked from there to Highgate Tavern, and he's there, and he goes, and I was playing jungle. I was playing jungle as well, so like, and
I used to love jungle.
Oh, jungle's amazing. The rawness, you know, and he's gone. So like I'm playing like well, let's say like it's jungle techno. It's moving forward like so, and he's moving and he's gone. Is it what's your name? And I go, yeah, I'm Nighttrate. And he goes, how old are you? And I said, I'm 13. And he goes, do you think you could handle a show? And I says, like I'll try anything. You know, like like you know, I mean, I was ballsy. And he goes, okay, you start, and like he's blind, so like obviously, you know, he's just going off your word and like how, like, and he goes, okay, you start next week.
Did you shoot your pants?
No, I just clanged up the airways. I clanged up the airways. That's what I did. And then
that's because you were shooting your pants.
No, I was crap. I was crap. You know what I mean? You got to remember, you're like 3 weeks in. No one's got no DJ without like
you fuck all 3 weeks.
Like you know what I mean? Like and they weren't even like I had direct drive decks. One was from a Sony Hi-Fi, and one's a Toshiba one, and I still got that Toshiba deck just to keep me humble.
Yeah, still got it.
Just to like to keep, it's set up, and I look at it, and I think, you know, like where I've been, what I did, and I used to carry that to the station, which was a 1.5 mile walk, and it's a heavy piece of thing because it's like it's wood as well. And like,
was that your first decks?
Yeah, they're my first decks. And interestingly enough, going to the station, back in the day, you had your local Bobby. You knew who they were.
Walking the street,
so I'm walking the street the first time. I had a record bag and got this deck under my arm, and he's, please pull over. And they go, they think I've robbed. They think I've stolen this deck.
Yeah.
Well, they're doing due diligence, you know, like, and
no, they think you stole it.
Yeah. No, they do.
Don't try and be fucking practical here. They stopped you because they thought you nicked it.
Police then were a lot politer, like to a point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if they they were they were more frank.
They were better in the 80s and 90s.
I think they were better.
More community
driven.
When they were local. We're like, because they gotta walk that street or they gotta drive that street every day, 7 days a week. Yeah. So if you piss the whole of the community off, then, you know, like you going to work, you know, like you're going to work, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so what would happen? He pulled over like with his pal and he's going, what you got there? Where'd you get that from? I said, it's mine. I'm going, and I had to think quick because I'm going to a pirate. And he goes, I says, I'm going to my mate's house and we got one deck each, but I don't leave it there because would you leave half your stuff at someone's house?
Yeah.
He goes, no, I wouldn't. So he goes, and then because they kept me there for about maybe 30 minutes chatting, it started to spit. And they, not lyrics, but rain. But yeah, you know, like
the copper weren't giving it the big end then.
It's not Notting Hill. And he said, "Oh, it's starting to rain. Where you going? Get in the back." So they put me in the back of the car and drove me to Highgate Tower.
Yeah,
where the station was. And then what happened is 9 times out of 10 they would see me walking and give me a lift, not unwittingly knowing that they were aiding in the betting.
The pirate station.
Dropping you off
my lift to right. So
you know what I'm imagining, right? Yeah, you know, like people just do nothing. A sketch from that.
Yeah.
Listen, you know, that people do nothing. Yeah, like my friend, like
It's fucking wicked. I think
Tomek.
it's brilliant. I do.
Tomek, who's part of Generation X, he another DJ, and he when it first came on, he says, "Yo, half of this they're doing is all we did."
It's about us. Yeah,
Yeah, like you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like we could have wrote this, you know, that kind
crazy,
of thing.
isn't
Like,
it?
but like so, you know what I mean, it's like you're laughing at it, but like I see.
You lived it.
I see it very quite seriously, you know, like
Yeah,
to
yeah.
a point.
All right, so just to get my head around this then. So you were in a UK style hip hop band.
Originally, yes.
Yep. You wanted to be the DJ of it so you could showcase more out with
Them, yes.
them. So that's why you brought your first decks.
That's why I started. I managed to get a job to earn money to buy decks so I could thingy.
okay.
Yeah.
So once you've got your decks and you're doing that for the hip hop or whatever it is, what I'm trying to, how did you get from this hip hoppy?
I was buying. You would buy it because we all had. What happened is none of us produced any of that music, so we were always rapping on somebody else's instrumentals.
Yep.
Because every vinyl at that point had an instrumental, like for the like so that's where it wasn't natural, because it's like it's in a way for like maybe reggae and bashment and like that's the culture thing.
Yeah.
You have one track and you got 30 versions.
Everybody does their own little version
But,
on top of it.
yeah,
don't
so like, you know, I mean, Shaw Paul's got one, Shaggy's got one, this guy's got one, Beanie Man's got one, you know, Supercat, you know, you name it, you know, like they all have, you know what I mean? But hip hop wasn't really like that. Hip hop was like, you associated, when you heard like, yeah, when you hear that track, yeah, so you're not going to hear, you know, like, you're not going to hear, you like, you know what I mean, you're not going to hear another guy on that and think, that just sounds as good, because the guy just made it so iconically theirs.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we would, like, there was a point where I was thinking, are we getting our hype because we're talented? Like, are people liking what we do because we're talented and like our flows? Or is it because we've got a catchy instrumental that they already know?
Yeah.
And that, you know what I mean? And they're just kind of appeasing us in a way because we're young. You know,
you
like,
needed to make your own.
yeah,
to
so
do
like,
the
there
test,
was a mark of kind of like, so especially with when it was the UK thing, like especially being a DJ over a rapper, you could kind of you could make 2 tracks into one, which kind of like there's a point where like Randall was famous for that, like where his mixes were so seamless that you wasn't sure if it was a third track.
Yeah, you weren't sure if it was a remix or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. So
yeah.
you like that was the idea, you know, like. But
I used to listen to Randall and Frost and
yeah, like
all them
there's a lot
like.
of great DJs, and I big up DJs regardless of whether they're house, garage, jungle. You know, like if they're a good DJ, or because like, I don't necessarily have to think they're like technical and technical's one great thing, but some people, I've seen some great technical DJs that are really crap in clubs. And I've seen some really great club DJs that are crap technically.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, it doesn't mean that take away anything from them as a like they've all got
Some I've seen some guys who are really, really good on the decks, but the tune selection just
that's the thing.
But the
weren't
thing is,
the right thing at the right
a
time.
lot of crowds don't appreciate technical either. They just want to hear the track.
Everybody has their space.
Yeah.
Maybe like what it's like a lot of things. It's a jigsaw puzzle, and like, you know, I mean, like people are getting too et up about their piece instead of putting it together and seeing the bigger picture. We aren't rocket scientists. We're not doctors. You know, like, entertainment is needed to de-stress.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
It's the biggest,
it's a
biggest de-stress in the world, isn't it?
It's medicine. It is medicine. But, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like it's not a club that's like you don't have to be intelligent to do it. You don't have, you know what I mean? Like, you just have to be able to feel.
Yeah, feel it, read the floor, innit?
And read, you know, like, and
That's
if you can do that, then you're a good DJ. You know what I mean? Like, so no, you're a great DJ.
See, I've got certain tunes that never leave my USB, and I know full well if I try something in the set and it don't work, and then you're starting to lose it,
We'll bring it back. Yeah,
I'll put this one tune on, and whey, everyone's back in.
yes, no, I get that.
You've got to have them tunes, haven't you? So, what kind of tunes were you playing early when you moved into that garage sound?
You had
What were the early bits you were playing?
Well, there was always there's a lot of whites, so you kind of because like a lot of this stuff had no labels originally.
Yeah.
So you had like Bad Boys Moving Silence.
I'm so glad you cleared it up. There's a lot of whites.
There's a lot of whites.
I was mixing a lot of white
Okay,
music.
let's go back. Okay, let's reset the circle that back.
No, we don't need to, man. That's
There was
funny.
there was a lot of white labels. Yeah, because the labels didn't have labels as such. They hadn't invested into kind of like expanding their brand.
Yeah, just getting the music out,
like,
weren't it?
So you had like there was bits that were like a lot of the US stuff that was kind of getting sped up and emulated. So you had like you had bits on Strictly Rhythm,
yeah.
and then you obviously had Banana Republic. You had and then moving forward, you had the labels like the Confettis. You had all the 500 records. What else is there? You had the Public Demands. You had the M-Dub stuff. Baby Shack. Sorry. You had the Ice Cream Records guys.
And these are the kind of records that you were playing.
These are
Tim Deluxe, weren't it?
Well, Tim Deluxe and
Deluxe,
Omar.
yeah.
So you're like them two. Obviously, like was in '95 they put Whip Groove out
Yeah.
or something like that. You know, like,
That's my favourite ever speed garage
I
tune.
mean, like, that's but that
And
that
you
was
can give
that
me-
never had.
You can give me the original,
Or any
you can
vocal.
give me the Top Gat one,
Yeah.
Any?
or
Yeah.
the one with was it Blue.
Yeah,
That one. They're the three, man.
But the crazy thing is with that track, almost every vocal fucking works with it.
yeah. The thing
They're
is,
even doing it these days with recent vocals.
But
But I'm
that-
thinking, wow.
that tune, like it started off without the without the Top Cat full vocal thing on it, and I think that was '94. I think I've got it's on Ice Cream
yeah,
Records,
it's Ice Cream. Yeah.
and like those guys went on to do
They did a
they did Kelly the Rock.
20.
Did they?
They did the Kelly Rock. My Love.
I think it was
That's them.
20 year anniversary.
25-year anniversary.
They did
I've
a
got-
remix package.
I got all of them.
and
yeah,
I'll be
so-
honest, I thought it was terrible, man.
No, I thought it was good.
Nah,
I think
I didn't like any of them.
really.
Yeah.
I
See,
like.
for me, with that, that's one of them records. You know, Rip Groove 99, Sasha, Expander, Bedrock, Heaven Sent.
Okay, you got.
There
yeah.
isn't a point of doing a remix.
No, they're that good. That's why I always
Yeah,
say
no, I
if
get
the
it.
tune's
There
that
is a-
good,
Well, that's like
don't
show.
touch it.
That's like show me love. You know, that
There's
kind of
no
thing.
point doing a remix.
There's a point where like regardless, yeah, like you can have whatever in the set, and you can throw that original in,
It'll
and
go
for some
off.
reason we'll just a bit.
yeah.
I mean, I get that, but like. What you got to remember, you called it speed garage, but looking back, that wasn't speed garage. They weren't classing it
At
as
the
speed
time,
garage.
it weren't.
You know why? You know why the word speed garage came about?
Because we sped it up.
Because we sped it up. I was there. I remember.
Yeah.
I remember the US guys saying it, and we've heard. I think Matt Jan Lamont said it recently. Jeremy Sylvester, who his dad introduced us when we were kids.
Yeah.
So like I
love Jeremy
So-
Sylvester, man.
but
Such a geezer.
so me and Jeremy, we go back since before garage.
Yeah.
So like I'm one of the early adapters of playing any of his stuff, you know, that kind of thing. Like I actually recently when he needed to rip some music that he hadn't got, I actually gave him back vinyl that he'd give me
Wow.
No,
as
Okay.
test presses.
Yeah.
Because this is the
Yeah,
crazy
we-
thing.
We went and played up his studio about a year or so ago in
Yeah,
Birmingham, the one up with a glass thing at the back, or the glass
Yeah, no,
side,
yeah,
no, his
yeah.
new studio, yeah. We went and did a live session in there, like. But yeah, I do like, I like the guy. I love his music, and he's very humble and
Oh no, he is.
very,
and I mean,
very nice geezer, man.
We were talking, I think it was last week or the week before, about how I'm actually gutted that I sold all my vinyl. And we were talking about how has vinyl ever got a place to come back? I watch your lives, believe it or not. You don't see me because I don't
Yeah,
comment.
there you go.
You play on vinyl.
I've done a lot of vinyls, yeah.
I watch you on vinyl. And it kind of, Dean's one of the very few who does lives, who's on the vinyl. I mean, I'll put you on and I'll watch and listen. I'll do my own thing. Just because I don't comment, I am there and I do see it. And some fucking tunes. Ooh.
I think what it is one, it comes down to some laziness. I haven't ripped all the tunes.
You can't find them nowhere.
You can't find, and I'm not going, like, you can, but I'm not going to play a YouTube rip.
Oh, no,
I mean,
I don't get them people, man.
I didn't spend X amount of money on a vinyl cleaner. I've got a Sonic vinyl cleaner. Yeah, for the exact reason to clean them, so I can rip them.
Yeah,
and get the water right just to clean it. Yeah, just to go play a YouTube rip.
You ever done that when you're out, thinking, I ain't played that for ages? Put it on. Vinyl rip.
Yeah. No, the vinyl rip's fine,
hell.
but that's why I did it to if you sonically clean them, you get rid of a lot of the crackle, a lot of the dirt as well. That stops that, because what it is not necessarily garage. Some garage, well, 90% of garage was produced quite well, but not mastered as well as it should have been.
Yeah.
And so it should hold its time.
I think that's because it never really went to big labels early on, did it?
No,
so they never got into the big studios to have it done properly.
No, it's. I think that's that, but it was this because there were so many people making tunes.
Yeah,
your tune could be hyped this week, but in 2 months down the line, you've missed the opportunity to make any money, money on it. So if you got it out, so. There's a tune called Burning by Antil Mob.
Yeah.
And this is how I know the story. And if someone gets it right, someone says I'm wrong on this, then maybe Mystic Matt will tell me I'm wrong on this. But it started off as an advert. So these guys made a quick riff for an advert for a rave. And it aired them Friday night because all the pirates used to come on just the weekends, a lot of them. Anyway, and it went dun 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 dun, and then they go, come down to blah 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 blah. So Saturday morning, all the shops phone lines were going, bring it. If you got this tune, So it forced them to go out there and build the tune, and it got put out quicker than anything.
Yeah,
and that's how something like Burning came along, and sometimes the demand makes it so you have to move quicker than
you wanted to. Yeah. So how long was it from when you got your decks to you going and playing in a club?
I was 15 when I first played.
In a club?
Yeah, in a club.
Yeah.
Wednesday nights, a friend of mine had a student night on at Tramp's nightclub on Broad Street, and I played every Wednesday night down there.
At 15?
At 15.
Interesting.
And we did Jodeci came in there, the
group, yeah.
So they were doing the NEC or something like that, and it was back then when you didn't have to pay the artists to come to the clubs; they would come for free. So they came in, and I had
cost you about fucking $8,000 now to get them in, wouldn't it?
And I was playing some R&B, hip hop, and blah blah. And they turned around and says, and the rest. And there's Casey, Jojo, Devontae, and Mr. Dalvin, and that's Jodeci. So and Casey and Jojo are one half of Jodeci, if you don't know that. So what happened is the girls are going mad for these guys. It's basically about 7 guys in the club. I'm one of them. 4 of them are Jodeci.
Wow.
I'm probably exaggerating. I'm probably underestimating some of them, but it was girls everywhere, or women everywhere.
Well, it's going to be, right? I wouldn't go to a Jodeci gig. No. You know what I mean? And
there was I think it was Casey or Jojo comes up and goes, "Have you not got a tape or anything you put on?" And I was like, I go, "Why?" He said, "Because you're missing out." And I had this tape that I made this master tape, and it had all the best, in my opinion, Boyz II Men, Blackstreet and
Oh, the
Jodeci.
old good stuff. Yeah.
And so I put the tape on and played it, and then he pulled me over, put me in the middle of them, so we had, and then threw 3 girls on me and told them that I was the 5th member of Jodeci.
I mean, that was a nice night.
That was funny because I was so shy, I didn't know what to do. I was like,
"What's going on here?"
15 as well.
15.
And fucking hard on from hell.
Walked around with that for about 4 days.
No, I was, you know, when you shock into like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know what to do.
What do I do here?
You know what I mean? These guys are having a great time, but that's them every day.
Yeah.
You know, me, I'm just like, you know what I mean? I didn't get into DJing because I thought there was money or girls or anything. I got into it for passion, you know, that kind of thing. And I still do it for passion. You know what I mean? Like, it's not about the finances. I mean, sure, you can get paid quite well from it, but it's not, you know what I mean? Like, I think there's a point where if you, like, you can tell a DJ that's just doing it to cash in.
Yeah, definitely. You can 100% tell them ones.
Yeah.
100%. So let's talk about Depot Records.
Okay.
How did you end up working there?
So I was on Silk City.
Yeah.
One of the founder members. You know,
What did you think of Silk City?
The original, the start.
Yeah.
You got to remember, that Silk. Silk is probably the like I heard Davey Boy say the same thing, but he came in after the fact.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
he was
like,
already going.
He's already in the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, we laid the foundations.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. Like,
Yeah,
it is the most. It is
Silk was C Jaspino and there's another.
No, Jaspino wasn't. It was combination of MC Jedi, and MCC coming together and deciding that they were going to make do a station. They had they had little arguments in the house, in C's mom's house about what they were going to name it.
Yeah,
and then I think it's C's mom turned around and said, "Stop being silly. You like this name, I like that name. You like that name. Split it in half, pull it together." And because I think Jedi wanted to call it Second City, and C wanted to call it Silk something, or the other way around. And Lyrical will say that he had a hand in the name because he says that Jedi smoked silk cuts or something along those lines. And that was but again, I mean, like, this is secondhand information, but this is the story I was told. Yeah. And they came down to it and they broke it all up together, and whoever said what, it became Silk City.
Yeah.
And then it was broadcasting out of a unit which was decked out kind of like this on an industrial estate just on the back end of Nechel's. And you had to walk you had to walk from the road through the industrial estate, walk around a whole bunch of units, and it was there. And Silk, there was nothing like it anywhere outside London.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It came and it hit at the right time.
It dominated.
And we dominated. And the fact that Jedi already had Harmony as a rave.
Yeah.
And that was one of the big 10.
Harmony was massive for
Birmingham,
for garage, wasn't it?
Well, the UK wise, you got to remember, that guys would
took
travel
it all over, didn't they?
Well, even people would travel to come to it. This is probably the issue with raving now. People only travel to massive festivals.
Now, isn't it?
You know what I mean? Like,
it's not
they say they're into it, and then they get to the festival and they hear the same 20 tunes.
Yeah. Back in like the 2000 sort of time, 96, 2000. People used to come from all over the country to Birmingham.
They were used to it. It was part of the whole rave culture was about travelling.
Probably because fucking petrol weren't nearly, or diesel weren't nearly £2 a litre.
Well, diesel was cheaper than petrol. It was half
it
the
was,
price.
yeah.
It was half the price. They said buy a diesel car if you wanted to. They encouraged us all to buy diesel, and when we bought diesel, they
nearly £2 a litre now.
They tripled the price.
That's why no one comes down in the cars no more.
Yeah, but also they were a bit more lenient on the drink driving and drug driving.
Yeah, you can't do none of that.
I mean, I don't attest to advocate for any of that. And I always told people, no, know what I mean, for the sake of just like sleeping it off and going home in the morning or like later on, you know what I mean? I'd rather that than take out an old lady going to church in the morning,
that.
you know.
Ain't the one, is he?
Yeah, it's not fun. But
so carry on. Silk.
So Silk was, there was no station like it. Birmingham never seen a station like it in a way. You had reggae stations, but the reggae stations were like, you had the R&B, you know, like, but there was never one station that was dedicated to one
genre,
music.
Yeah.
So you from 6 o'clock Friday night till 2 o'clock, no, 2 a.m. Monday morning. That was pure garage. So, but you'd have live shows from 6 till 2 maybe, or 6 till 12, dependent. Like on a Friday, and then you'd have the autopilot, which would be somebody's mix.
Going through back till
it would be a couple of tapes, 2 tape decks, and they just with like they would
just keep going backwards and
they
forwards.
just keep going tick 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 tick.
Technology.
Yeah, like so. Yeah, there was that, and that was how the ads were back then as well.
Yeah,
you put the ad tape in. Someone would come up with a new ad tape, and like midway through your show or at the beginning or end of your show. You go like, you press play and go, you're listening to Silk City. Yeah. And then, so then Saturday morning again, maybe 10 o'clock till 12, 10 or 12 till again 12. So that's another 12 hours maybe, or 12, whatever. And then the Sunday, the same, rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
And what was so great about Silk is, what happened with Silk is that I ended up with, because I'm part of Generation X, which is something I brought together with, like, because I was in a hip hop where I knew how to think it. So we had so it was me, Tomek, Ricky E as DJs, and then there was Savage, Curious, Ghetto G, and Scandal as MCs, and then we all had our own shows on the station.
Yeah.
But I had 2 on the weekend. So I had the Friday 10 till 12 and I had the Sunday 10 till 12. And then you had Ricky and Tomek would have a separate show as well. So at any point throughout that weekend,
your group,
you were hearing 8 hours of Generation X.
Generation X, yeah.
And when the bank holidays happened, they extended the show because DTI didn't work weekends.
Yeah.
Or bank holidays.
Okay, so you could just...
So we had 3. So then we would take over maybe 4 to 6 hours on the Monday. So it was just constantly... So, but that wasn't even my first garage show, station.
Yeah.
Like, but... So, when it came... So because of Silk, Depot, like there was there were a lot of record shops around. So Tempest was one of the best. Because they had the money to invest in new music. They gave it a shot. And so that's where I bought like Bad Boys Moving Silence and some of my early garage records. And as well as going London and Hard to Find. You can't say they didn't have the money to do it. Yeah. But Depot was owned by Miss Moneypenny's. It was a closed shop, and Moneypenny started from the fact that they had, just a brief history, they had a closed shop called Hyperactive, which became the Depot. They started their raves called Chuff Chuff and Miss Moneypenny's. Miss Moneypenny's became one of the longest running club nights in Birmingham, if not the UK, running for every Saturday night for about 20 years.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jim Chef Ryan, he was getting so many promos, like us all when you're on a A-list, that he thought, wow, I've got so much records. Jokingly, I should open a shop. They were looking for a new direction for their clothing shop. So they decided they were going to turn it into a record shop.
Yeah.
With the base of the fact that all these promos, they knew enough DJs. I wasn't any of this conversation. This is the story, like
the creation of
how it worked. The day it opened, I just happened to be in town, Birmingham City Centre, and I went into On You, or Uno as some people call it, but it's called On You. And it's a closed shop, and Gaffer and Baz were there. And And Baz said to me, "You know, Depot's become a record shop." I went, "No. I mean," and he goes, "You should go around there and ask for a job." I was already eating. I was doing really well. So I thought, I don't really need a job, but let me see what they got. And because every record shop had sneaky little bits sometimes. So I went round the corner, walked up the arcade, and if you've ever walked up Piccadilly Arcade, you come up these few steps. Marco Benito's on the left, where they do your DCE nails, and you walk up the little ramp, and on your right hand side was this unassuming shop with a plaque outside, and the plaque was green. Was it? It was green with the black Depot cog. And I walked in. You turn right into the shop, and ahead of you, you have checker plate. So this silver checker plate, and then you had like a silver L shape, not dissimilar to the way your tables are set out now.
Yeah.
And so you walked ahead. There was there were the main decks, house section there, garage section there, tape packs and tickets here, and flyers on a metal shelf in the window. And I walked up, and Nick Gillette and Dalton were there. Cosmic to the right, who I hadn't met yet. But I knew Nick and Dalton because Nick ran Vinyl Matters, which was another record shop. And I came in, I looked and I went, "You got a job?" And he goes, "Not at the moment, blah, 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 blah." So, and then he introduced me to Cosmic. He goes, "This is Nighttrate Cosmic. Yeah, pleased to meet you, Bridget. Pleased to meet you." And then I said, "Let me listen to your records." So I listened, and then nothing was good. None of the garage was good.
No.
And then Nick went, "What do you think?" And I said, "I think you're going to struggle to sell them records, mate." He goes, "Yeah, really? Why?" And I wasn't being rude, and he knew I weren't rude. He just knew I knew my onions. And, I mean, apples and apples are not the same, you know.
Yeah.
And he goes, "What can we do?" Because they've invested money, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I said, well, I wrote down a list of tunes that were coming out because I knew the release dates because I had them as a list number. Says, these are what I believe are going to be the next big hits. You need these in. And he says, well, how about this then? When we speak to the distributors, how about you come in and have a conversation? And we can't pay you a wage, but we can give you your weight in vinyl. You know what I mean? So I went, okay, because I was always spending money on vinyl as well as getting promos.
It's winning, isn't it?
So I was getting free music. Who cares? You know, like that. I always like to have a double copy of something that I liked because just in case I scratched it or something went awry. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, so I came in and I started making the phone calls or taking the phone calls from the distributors and then ordering the music. And it started off, he would let me to get 5 in. I said, mate, it's just not going to happen. They're allocating us 20. It's going to take us about 2 months to go get another, a month to get the press. If they're going to give us the test presses, we should get this. So it wasn't an argument, but it was a kind of like a passionate plea.
One of them
we
conversations.
need it, man.
Yeah, we need it.
You need them.
So I said, look, my side pays for itself. Allow me to do this.
Yeah.
And he did. And he allowed me to take the money so I took their initial cash and I took some of my cash as well at one time because I argued the case so much. I said, let me put my money where my mouth is, yeah. And then if I can do this, I'll make my money back. Then we'll throw that profit back in, and I won't take that out. And I did that, and that's what happened. We ended up building the section really well, and then because I was closely related with the Sony Street team, G-Child, thanks to G-Child, who went on to do One Extra when it first started. Another station I turned down, but that's another story.
So how important do you think Depot was for the garage scene once it got established?
I think it was as important as any, personally, as a independent, like upstart.
Yeah.
I think it was extremely important. Like, we had people travel or ring for music as far as Scotland, you know, that kind of thing. Like the Welsh would come and everything else. We were already a known ticket outlet.
Yeah.
And we sold packs. Tempest never sold tape packs, unfortunately. I think, and I know that because when Depot closed, Mark asked me to come bring that business to the shop because it was something he didn't really understand. But because we had that already, and those packs built scenes, it's probably the reason why a lot of scenes don't grow now.
Yeah, because they haven't got them.
Because they don't have.
Out.
Yeah.
Because they don't hear how good the rave is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Packs are powerful, man.
They are, you know what I mean? Like that's how you like. That's partly half of your. That's half of your.
Too many people
your
get
fan base is because you were constantly putting music.
How many packs do you used to have?
Listen, mate. As I said, I still got your masters.
He used to do my packs when he prints them all up, and
I still got your masters when you're ready. You know, like that.
And people just say to me, "Packs are dead." I'm like, they're not.
No, they're not dead. I can sell CDs all day long. Still.
Yeah,
that's why
people are too pissy now about their tunes being on packs because they think they deserve something from it, like which under copyright they do. It is licensed, but
listen to them.
You
the
know,
amount of money they get
he
from
gets it heard more, doesn't he?
But the amount of money they get from streaming, is it worth it?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like not being funny.
You might as well
you know
let
what I mean? Like you might
let them put it on the packs,
like,
and it's you know 10,000 more people are going to hear that tune.
Yeah.
Okay, packs. You just listen. I saw Goldie interview with was he with Fabio and Groove Rider, and they was talking about how he didn't like the packs at first and like cuss his bootleg. But if it wasn't for those packs, some of the most iconic sets
Would never
and
have
like
been
those
ever.
DJs would have been forgettable.
Yeah,
Because if you're high and drunk, what do you remember? You know, I don't drink or smoke. I can remember
waking up.
I can remember a great set. But having the same conversation with my pals who didn't, you know, like all my friends that didn't like
We're a bit happy.
didn't do it straight, they wouldn't know. Some of them don't even remember how they got home.
Yeah, they had a great time at the time.
Yeah,
and they know they had a great time, but they don't know what the time was.
They don't know what the great
It's
time
like
was,
that Fantasia one where the girl's eating a melon.
Yeah.
And like I've changed my name to Nelly, but it was, and my hair's, and I like, you know,
Yeah,
and
she's
I
fucking brilliant.
You know, like you seen that,
And
you
then,
seen that video, yeah.
And then she just goes, "Oh, hang on, I gotta go. There's a good tune
Yeah,
coming
this
up."
tune, yeah.
Halfway through the interview.
I mean, that's exactly.
But that's what Human Traffic tried to copy that in the film, didn't they?
Yes.
With a similar scenario when they were doing the interviews.
You got any jungle guy?
Yeah, it's wicked, that is, man. It's one of my favourite films of all time. So, what was the vibe like in Depot?
It was a family.
Was it a relaxed one? Like,
was a
like
family.
the Tempest one?
Yeah, I think, and we had a great relationship with Tempest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we no, to be fair, record, all this is all subcultures.
Yeah.
The record shop culture is one. The DJ fraternity, MCs,
Clothing.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
well.
all subcultures. You know, like you can take out of it what you wanted. Like you could have like the battles and keep arguing and that, yeah. But what would happen is, like, say I could be at Tempest and with Tim, like, so Tim Tempest, like Tim Tempest, they used to call him, Tim would be there, and like he may not have this record, and I'll be there listening to a record again, and they'd say, have you got it at your shop? Because he knew that someone wanted it.
Yeah.
Because you come down to the point that somebody's going to go somewhere else anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but if you help them, they'll remember you helped them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, you remember every positive and negative decision someone does to you.
Yeah.
And we are all famous or well known for our indecision, someone else's indecision against us as well.
Yeah.
You know, someone telling us no and we're not going to take no for an answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like, so, you know, like, so, like, because I got on with Mark, I got on with all the Tempest lads, like, I would say, like, sometimes I'd phone them up and say, yo, you got this in? Because I got a guy who, like, he's buying something, like, he wants this record. And they, like, and then, like, so forth, you know what I mean? Because one hand washes the other.
That's winning in my eyes.
Yes, like because it's about this. Winners don't hold anybody back, because winning is different to everybody.
Yeah.
You know what? But the problem is I always used to say I was in front because I never saw anybody in front of me, because that meant I weren't watching you. You know what I mean? I'd happily run alongside you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, in it together.
Yes.
Well, we had similar
Not a
thing.
race of first and second.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, end of the day, what I knew is, say with Tempest and Hard to Find, we didn't have the millions. You know, we didn't have that money, we didn't have that back catalogue, but we had the knowledge.
Yeah.
And I had connections. There was at one point where you couldn't get any of the Eskimo stuff, any of the Wiley stuff. Like I Love You was the first shop outside London. I Love You was sold in the depot. I remember, like, I drove past the place where I met Wiley to pick up 2 pie boxes of him for Eskimo.
Yeah.
In Bilston. It's called Imperial Banqueting Suite now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and basically he phoned me and said, "Look, I'm going there to do a under 18s or something like that. Can you meet me there? And I'll give you these two pie boxes." You know what I mean? I remember driving, and that's the story I remember. Just as I drove past it, thinking, "Why?" I remember that. You know what I mean?
I remember that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, so yeah, depot to garage was as influential as water is to the sea.
Have you got any like standout moments or memories from depot?
Any big name DJs just drop in?
Oh
And
yeah.
start asking?
So because it was attached to Moneypennies, they brought over some of the biggest artists.
Some of the biggest house
So
artists
Kenny
in
Dope
there.
and all of them, the Master of Work would just walk in. Maceo from De La Soul. Who else? The Garage Fraternity. There was always guys come through. Brass Tooth, Celebrate Life, and then got them. He had, I think. Steve Lawler.
Lawler, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a Brummie anyway, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Steve Lawler. The stand-up one for me, the depot, is me telling Steve Lawler that he was quite prejudiced.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, you know what I mean? Like, not racist, but snobby.
Okay.
You know, that kind of thing. Like, and I
Pretentious.
yeah, very, like, because he kind of, like I said, you came from nowhere really. Like, you've done what you did, you've done well.
Yeah.
But you're kind of looking down on everybody, like it's,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you haven't already been there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's where everyone starts, man.
But-
And people forget that quickly.
and the only reason I did that is he came in, went behind the decks, and there was a newspaper article that I was with me, and Cosmic had cut it out and put it on the mirror, because there was a mirror there, which it was a remnants of the clothing shop. And he got a pen and he drew all over my face.
Wow.
What?
He drew this is Steve Lawler did it, and he drew all over my face, like, just went, like, you know what I mean. And I didn't understand why a guy that was already, like, I mean, like,
Already big in the scene.
we're not apples and apples. You understand? His sets and my sets, even though, like, to the people, like, in his scene and my scene, we're about the same level at the time.
Yeah.
But financially,
Yeah.
like that, we're nowhere near it, and he didn't have to do that. And I was kind of like,
Fucking prick move.
it was my first ever paper thingy about, like, you know what I mean? Like, so most people get their stuff printed after the fact, like, like Sparks, unfortunately, and Jedi, they had to die to get that, kind of recognition. You know what I mean? I was like, I came in and, like, I saw it and I said, who did this? And they said, Steve did it. I went, why? You know what I mean?
No reason.
Why? You know what I mean? And I could have gone, yo, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time.
It's time.
Like it's time for the underground. you remember that tune? You know what I mean? But joking aside, I could have gone one way, but I chose to use intellect instead of.
That's you though. You're a very level-headed person.
Well, people have accused me of fighting and doing nasty things, like, when I haven't done it.
Yeah.
So imagine if I give him fuel,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know that kind of thing. You know, like you know, and
No point, is there?
no. So the way I see it is, I keep it classy. My mum was a political and social activist, and she taught me that you know, like you know, what I mean, like you got to know when and where. You know, like you know your fights, you know how to fight them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
Every fight's a different fight.
oh, of
innit?
course, it doesn't have to be. You know what I mean, like you don't like so. Sometimes just by succeeding is probably the best fight.
I mean, I've known you. We've known each other quite a while.
Oh, very long time, yeah.
And I wouldn't say I know you well, but I think I know you enough. So somebody says, what's Nighttrate? I mean, I call you by your first name.
Yeah, yeah.
And what I always find when you
I know your last name.
I don't mind that.
and I always find with you, it's a case of you're always supportive, always level-headed, always happy for us all to be one. Never really argumentative or, yeah, let's just get along. And even like at times I've said to you, have you heard what these fucking pricks done? You've gone, yeah, well, not like baited you into the conversation. You're like, well, he's got his path and that's his path and I've got mine, you've got your path. And I'm thinking that's a very, very unique way to be, especially in this industry.
I think the thing is, yeah, is I've been in it so long that you've seen people come and go.
Yeah.
I've seen the meteoric rise and fall of people. I've seen the guys that have just held their lane. Like another DJ.
Have you noticed though? You know the ones who stay in the lane. They're the ones who last the longest.
Well, DJ K. Do you remember? Do you know who DJ K was? There's a black DJ called DJ K, and he was on New Style, and he was an amazing house DJ. And because he looked the way he looked, they wouldn't book him for house events. You know, but he could. But that guy he sadly passed away a few years ago. But that guy constantly played music and always got playouts at some way, shape or form, and did constant radio shows and probably did as much for the culture, for that scene, as anybody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, but what happens is that it comes to a point where you kind of think this, what am I doing it for? If your plan is to sleep with as many girls, amass as much money and get higher than Mars and Venus.
Yeah.
You know, like, then, you know what I mean? Like, you can eat, it's easily done, but what do you have to sell to do it?
You can sell your fucking soul, man.
You know what I mean? Like, how, you know what I mean? But like, but there's a point
Sell
where,
your dignity, don't
well,
you?
here's the thing, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, when I look back, I've had an amazing life. You know what I mean? Like, I had a retirement in reverse, and if any DJ that's been popular never sees it like this, then they miss the point. If retirement is giving up work, doing whatever you want, whenever you want, going places, enjoying yourself, you know, like learning new things, seeing new cultures, you know what I mean? Enjoying it while you can before you die. That's what music did for a lot of us. But it did it when we're able to use our body properly, when it didn't ache or crack or, you know, like, you know what I mean? Like, where you didn't have to do an extra stretch before you get out of bed. You know what I mean? Like, oh, no, like, where
fucking
you have
extra stretch before you fucking go on the decks.
or you had to roll yourself out of bed because your legs don't work, because they won't get you up for the more. And I always used to say, if it ended tomorrow or ended today, I would be happy with cleaning toilets or doing that remedial work, you know, that or wherever, factory, whatever.
My days.
You know, that kind of,
I don't think I would.
no, I'm not.
That's the point of what he's saying.
I'm not.
He's lived that life.
Okay,
Yeah.
Edit that back. Because they'd cut the toilet bit. But I would be happy. With just getting a normal factory, day-to-day office, something job. Because if the key to life is to enjoy yourself, like you get a certain amount of years when you retire to enjoy yourself. I had those years in advance.
See, I think the key to life is success, but not the way a lot of people define success. My definition of success at one time when I thought I'm winning in life here was when I used to come home from work and my little lad used to wait in the window because he knew what time I was coming back.
Yeah.
And he'd sit in the window and wait, going, Daddy, Daddy, wait, you know, looking through the curtains. That to me is success. And I'd rather have that than 30 grand in the bank.
Oh, but that's rich. Let me okay, so there's a definition of rich, but people get it wrong. People think rich is billions or millions. Yeah. Yes. Well, rich isn't that. Rich is having everything that makes your life better.
Yeah.
And if you've missing that point, yeah, like if you kind of like, people overlook that. They go, it's like they got a perfect partner at home. They got like a good family, and then they're still looking over there, like trying to eat the next man's meal.
Yeah.
You know, like, or like there's a snack over there or something. There's a girl, you know what I mean? And they're running around, yeah. And then they lose it all. They go into a spiral of depression. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Because there's a self-sabotage thing. Because you
greed.
Yeah. So you don't the people need to realize when they're rich, when they've got everything they want. You know what I mean? But they then we didn't have social media to tell us we're doing things like that. We're doing things right or wrong or whatever. You know, like we have a bunch of influencers and that. We're still gonna make mistakes. You know what I mean? But my point is that when it comes to being rich is, did you wake up healthy? No, did you wake up at all first?
Yeah.
Because everybody asks me how I'm doing normally, and my first response is usually, I woke up breathing, so it's a good day. Everything else is incidental because I can change my future by the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's like, I love my kids. You know what I mean? And they in fact, to all the other DJs out there, they're the reason why you find it. Sometimes you used to find it hard to follow what I did because I weren't doing it for anybody else, but I was doing it for them.
I need to ask this: do your kids follow in your footsteps in anything at all? Because Mickey hates his children because they don't like football.
Oh,
I hate my son because he doesn't like the music I like. He likes Kanye West. I'm not really What about yours?
My kids, like one's at uni doing AI and computer programming, but not AI itself, but that's what he was meant to do.
Yeah.
Like the idea is, I'm not working my ass off to help him have a better life, help them have a better life, to then force something else on them.
Yeah. You got to let them make their own way in life. And everyone's.
Have they got any other tendencies? Do they like the music? Like football?
I'm not a football fan. You know, like respect.
Oh, fuck me! Why was he on the show?
No, not in a negative. I like playing. I like doing stuff where I like playing instead of watching. If that makes sense. The same reason why I'd rather be in a club and play than standing there and enjoy. Like I'd rather play basketball. I'd rather play football. I'd rather play tennis. I'd rather do it badly.
But have a go.
Then watch somebody else do it great, because not because I have a problem with it, but because
I've got to ask this question.
I'm an interactive guy.
Have you ever watched Pornhub? Because you'd rather do not watch.
No. Why would I? Exactly. I mean,
I'm not watching that shit. I'm a doer.
Okay. I don't watch porn for that reason, because I'd rather be involved.
We all would.
So
we all would, Dean.
So okay. Anyway, so I'd rather be involved. But my point being said is, I got a story about that kind of thing. I was once in Subway City, and I'm standing there. I've played a couple of sets, and Subway's like the after party at the time, one of the after party at the time, and this guy comes walking up to me, one of the local dealers, and he's gone, and he's come up, and I know who he is, you know, and he's come up, but he's looking a bit more aggressive, and out of nowhere, I said, "You all right?" And he goes, out of nowhere, he takes a swipe at me. And I kind of matrix it, and he misses my nose, anyway. And I'm like, and then someone jumps in to stop him, kind of thing. Goes, "Oh, you've been sleeping with my girl. You've been sleeping with my girl." And I went, "Huh?" And it was one of those situations where it was a dry spell. We used to call it the drought.
Yeah.
I wasn't with anybody. I hadn't been doing anything with anybody. So I go, "What do you mean?" And I said, and I'm thinking, what's that in the past? Or, because you can't guarantee that if you get with somebody that they don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. People don't tell you the truth. They just tell you what they want you they want you to hear, and I like to get what they want. So I go, I ain't slept with your girl, but bring your girl to me. I'm thinking that's going to be a couple of weeks.
Goes in the next room.
It goes, yes, it goes up and brings her by her neck. That's a red rag to me in a way.
Yeah.
Because I was raised with 12 women, but I don't hit women.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You're like I'm all for defending yourself. If you get licked, then you can disproportionately you can use proportionate measures to protect yourself, but don't go ham.
Yeah.
So he's got her by her neck and he goes, pulls her up and like, because when everybody's heard that I've been sleeping with his girl, the sympathy's on his side.
Yeah.
Because no one likes that. No one likes the snake. No one likes the rat, that kind of thing. And like, so there's a whole bunch of people waiting to see what's going on. So he pulls her up and goes, now tell me I'm lying. Now tell me I'm lying. Because it's like, in that bar section, And I went, who's this? And she goes, who's that? And he goes, this is Nighttrate. That's not Nighttrate. Nighttrate's black with dreads. So not only did I not sleep with his girlfriend had cheated on him, but with the wrong guy. So I said to him, with respect, you know what I mean? Like, not only is your girl dumb, you know what I mean? Like, you're even dumber. Because if you're that bothered that someone slept with your girl, why are you still hanging around with her?
Yeah.
You know that. So so someone else is going around getting all the pleasures that I could have got. Yeah, probably sleeping with him badly. So then I got the reputation of being crap in bed. I'd like to make that mistake myself.
Yeah. Let me put it right, please.
So if you ever slept with a fake Nighttrate,
yeah, that's on you, girls.
Yeah.
Right. Let's bring it back to you and your DJing.
Okay.
How did you start to build your name, and where were you playing?
So my radio career is probably like where everything started. So Premier, then I went on Chris FM.
Yeah.
So Chris was broadcasting from Warsaw, and we had and that's so in between Premier, I was offered to go on Call FM.
Yeah.
Which is Birmingham Call FM, which is a jungle station. But I decided I was gonna. But they offered me such a weird time on a Sunday morning and I didn't drive. There was no way I was going to get there. So I had to say to Justin and Escape had come to my house, and we were all good friends. Hazard, Escape, me, a whole bunch of us, and because I was playing garage at the same time as jungle, because garage was a room 2 music in jungle.
Yeah,
I was kind of like, if I'm going to turn down what I consider the biggest jungle station in the country, because Call FM London, there was no station bigger than it, and their Birmingham base, they kept having guests, and it was a feeder station as well. I thought, if I'm going to turn that down, then I might as well make a decision if I'm going to carry on playing jungle. So I said, nah. So I cut jungle off and concentrated on garage. So I started doing Chris FM. And at the time, there was only 2 garage shows on. So me and Tomic, Savage and Curious, and sometimes Ghetto, would do a Friday night. And I'm probably going to get the timings wrong, but it worked that we ended our show, and there was probably maybe an hour gap between us, and then Andy Ward did his show.
Yeah.
So whatever time Andy Ward was on, we were like 3 hours before him, so we did 2 hours. And so there was only 2 garage shows on in outside London at the time, and that was Generation X, Nighttrate, Tomic, Savage Curious regularly, and then Andy Ward. And that was Friday, so that was your whole weekend. And then so we started getting bookings from that, because as people decided to start doing garage events, they'd book Andy Ward, but then they'd book us.
Yeah.
That covered you for 2-3 hours. And then they'd have one DJ from London or whatever, or an MC, and that was it. Or, you know what I mean? Like, but then you had the other DJs that would already, because like there was DJs that were already there before Silk. So you had Everton, R.I.P. You had Nigel Reese. and they were like kind of like on Andy Ward's more spectrum because they would what was it called? What was it? Is it Bacoda Park? Or was it?
Not sure.
Or the Central Park? No, Central Park.
Central Park.
It probably was.
In Birmingham, yeah.
That's where Andy did his event, and he also did Nosy Parkers on a Sunday, which I ended up taking over from him at there.
Yeah.
So when he stopped playing that, I started playing there. So it was always that kind of like on the bill would have been me and Andy Ward at some point.
Yeah.
And then whoever, you know what I mean? And then you had Harmony come and he did it big at Q Club and just smashed it and so forth. And then I was doing Chris when they started Silk, when they decided they were going to start Silk. And I was playing on both stations. So I was doing Chris on a Friday night and Silk on a Sunday. And then as DJs decided that they figured out what DJs were good for the station, weren't good for the station on Silk, they started moving some around, everything else. And I remember doing a Sunday night on Silk, and Von from Chris phoned me up, going, "What are you doing?" Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, he don't like you, does he?
I was really upset. And he said, "Who do you think you are?" And I thought, what do you mean, who do I think I am? You know, like, you know what I mean? Like, and in my head I'm thinking, who do you got to remember, that, like...
Man's from Moseley.
I'm
from that area where you don't even know from Moseley, Borsley, for Spark Hill.
No,
I'm all of them.
I'm not one to back down from your aggression. I'll meet you with your same energy.
But you'll meet them with words and calm. Yeah, go on. You say what you got. I know what you're going to do. You say.
So I said to him, look, I'm on this station's totally different. It's not even a threat.
Yeah.
You know, I would like, he was there getting angry and I'm saying, it's not a threat. They go, well, you've got to make a choice. And I said, don't do that. No, you're going to make a choice. I said, okay, I choose them. Not because one or the other. I didn't know what I was going to do.
Because you're pressuring.
It's because you want, you know what I mean? You're putting me in a position
where I'm gonna pick.
Instead of saying like, you know, like I'll give you some time to think about, you know, what you want to do, blah, blah, blah. So, okay, it's cool. But in doing that, I kind of cut off the show for Tomek, Savage and Curious because they were yet to be on. No, Tomek was on there, sorry. But I cut off the show for Savage and Curious because they had yet to become Silk members. So I had to think fast about getting them on the station because you can imagine if it's being run by MCs, not the jealousy of it, but the jealousy of it.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. So Jedi had a thing where he wanted to keep him off, but he wasn't happy with me being on the station either because I was a rival to the DJs he could control.
Yeah, because
he wanted to own the scene. But we were outside of the scene. Not outside the scene. We were like our own, like.
We weren't in that clique.
Yeah, we were our own entity in itself. So I made him an offer he couldn't refuse, which I said I would, if they come on the show. I said that these guys had to all Ricky E, Ghetto G, Savage and Curious had to come on the station, and if any of them were rubbish or did anything untowards, we would all leave.
Yeah.
And that played to his ego. And they came on and they smashed it. And then they became a valid member of the team. But where the skyrocket from that is, I have a tune called The Anthem, which I've had a version of it since 97.
Yeah.
And I was playing at the mezzanine for Harmony, but I was booked for room 2, which Jedi would do sometimes, where we had no faith in like a lot. Sometimes he'd make the Londoners feel bigger than they were at the time, when we had this whole station that had DJs that could ram out dances, and it'd been proven. And I was walking from room 1 to room 2, and he goes, just the guy. So Solid aren't turning up. They got like and I need you to go on in the main room. My son had just been born, and like so I was like, okay. So I went into the main room and I put my record on, my dub plate. Sorry, and I got the pack. Like I'll give you the. I got a CD version of it as well.
Yeah,
I'll give you the pack, and I went on there and I played. I know I'll give you some context first as well. In Depot, that's the day before a promoter would come in, and he'd done a load of events, and I said to him, "Hi mate, what do I need to do to get a booking?" And he went, he goes, "With respect," and he was honest.
yeah,
And I respect him for this. And we got on well with respect. I don't think you're right for my night, so I probably won't ever give you a booking. And I said, okay. And because I'm a type of guy that if I ask a question, I expect a positive or a negative answer. But you got to expect that and know that and not get offended.
Yeah.
He's he, I'm me. You know what I mean? Like, so I played this set. That was Thursday night. I played this set on Friday night. And this set, I put my dub plate on and the crowd went mad. They in the end I had to tell the MCs to stop rewinding the tune.
Fucking hate that.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's part of the culture.
We'll get to that.
Yeah. And I played the set, and like I probably played, I played an hour, but like 45 minutes of music because it
15 minutes rewinding.
That kind of thing. So, and that pack came out, but prior to that, the next day, Saturday, that same promoter who I would have played for 150 quid for, or 100 quid for, came and phoned me up and gave me 8 bookings.
The one who said apparently you're not right for his events.
Exactly, because I'd done, everybody was talking about that set and EZ was on after me.
Nice. So do you think Birmingham's garage scene was unique to other cities, or do you think it was just a follow-on from London?
No, it was unique. Same with Cardiff.
Yeah.
Cardiff had a scene. Birmingham, not as big as Birmingham, but Cardiff had a scene down the docks.
Yeah.
They were very famous for that. And the V2 crew, especially Richie Vibe V, went on to One Extra. Took the show I was supposed to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm being serious. I was phoned up for One Extra, and I didn't go because a family friend was dying, and wanted to I've got this saying, moments over money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I turned down a whole career on radio for like BBC as such to do that. I don't regret it, but it could have been a very good.
Could have been a good move.
It could have been a good move, but I stayed and I did well.
Well, the thing is, you could have gone there and it could have lasted a month.
Well, no,
then you would have missed out on that moment.
One Extra, like everybody was on there for about maybe 3 years before they changed anybody on that station, that kind of. And some of them gone on to do really well. Like Target was on there for the beginning, because he was pay as you go, roll deep.
He does loads of the BBC. He does that grime show, doesn't he? As well.
He's whoever's putting him in the right direction is putting him in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely, he's done really well for himself.
But Raz Kwame started off on there, and went on to be Radio 1, didn't he, for a while? But the idea was called One Extra because the idea was those DJs were meant to take over from the Radio 1 DJs.
Yeah, and you don't see it happen very often.
They didn't do what they were supposed to do, unfortunately.
I don't know whether it's because One Extra's more of a urban.
Well, no, that's the point. The music was going that way, and the music has gone that way. But
maybe it's because One Extra got that big, they didn't need to do.
No,
it
was
move over to
to
the commercial side of it because both of them do as good as each other.
Well, Ray Paul had a good vision. He was the guy. Went round and sourced the DJs and so forth. He had a good vision, and I think the thing is, it's the problem is it's hard to find somebody who understands the culture, but also understands how to talk to the corporates.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, because they're not gonna like what comes out your mouth when they're saying the wrong thing. You know what I mean? And that's always going to be an issue. Like corporates need to adapt. Instead of telling everybody to adapt to us, they need to learn to adapt to them. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, if you want, it's got to be a two-way street. You know, Now with one side, we meet in the middle, and somehow, okay, just because I said something you didn't really like, doesn't mean it wasn't. It was meant to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, just get on with it, you know. But the trouble is when some people get too big, they want to hear yes more. They want to hear no.
Yeah. So speaking of vision, Pure Bass was a promotion you did.
Yeah, Pure Bass Fantasy.
What was your vision behind that?
Well, the vision was like a lot of the 4/4 kind of sound was basically stuff I played.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and there was bits that were just being scooped up from what I used to play. Like, so there was a point where I'd lent some guy, a friend stroke promoter, money to save his mum's house, and I had £500 left. Yeah, so I went from flush to broke in about 0.6 seconds.
You noticed he never swears.
No.
Went from flush to struggling.
Yeah, no.
Not flush to
I'd have been
fucked.
flush to
And then
fucking
went
broke.
flush to fucked.
Flush to on my arse in seconds.
You gotta remember, my kid might watch this, so you know, like I don't want my kid. You know, I don't want. Sometimes swearing's okay, and I do swear a lot in real life, but there's a point where if you're being articulate, like you should try and find another
corporate.
another
Corporate
word.
dean. That's what I'm going to call him.
But
For the viewers and the listeners out there,
Yeah.
he's not like this in real life.
Corporate dean.
You know when Mickey says that I'm a yam off camera and this is all an act? This is all an act for me.
This ain't an act. I'm a real guy. Yeah, what you get? They're all personalities, aren't they?
Go on then. Vision behind your night.
In about a month's time, I had to pay my MOT, my tax, and my insurance on my car, and I didn't have enough.
Yeah.
I had £500 to my name. I'd gone to my nan's house, and because something had happened, and she needed me to do some stuff. And I got to my nan's, and so I'd use some of that money for petrol. And my nan was saying, "Are you okay for money?" And everything in my bones wanted to say no.
Yeah.
But you don't. You lie. You tell the truth. You don't tell. You don't tell, because the moment I started earning money, I never took it. I never took penny off anybody.
Yeah.
And so I went, no, I'm fine. And then I went, and then I went out. I went home, and a friend of mine had a link for a club in Nottingham. Can't remember the name of the club now. That's terrible. So I decided I was going to do a night.
Yeah.
And so I decided to do Pure Bass, a bassline night. And who did I have? I think it was John Bucchieri.
Yeah.
The Funky Chunky crew, which was Chris Hogg and myself. But what I decided to do was do a double launch. So on Friday night I did Nottingham, and then Saturday night I did the old post office in West Brom. Yes.
Yeah.
And I had Davey Boy and Nicky G. And so I did the two sides of bassline. Mm-hmm. So like obviously the kind of
northern sound and the
sound.
So the four, like so, and what happened is I did the night. So like you could have a 3-week run up and still get people in.
Yeah.
And then like where now you need like a 13-week run up,
Yeah,
and
you need fucking 4 months.
and you like and skittle behind you like with a crack advertising team.
Yeah.
So I did it, and I broke even. And the one in West Brom was okay, but I broke even, so I was able to pay for my car and everything else, and so that covered me for a year. And I decided to put the packs out, so I put the sets together, and I put a pack out, and the pack just sold 2,000 packs.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
So yeah, I was and then I started getting phone calls from people like Eastern Bloc in Manchester.
Yeah.
Said, how much to take 100 off you straight off? So every rave I'd have 100 packs sold prior to like no. So I told we put out 14 Pure Bass packs and 3 Bassline Fever packs.
Yeah.
And like, there's probably some people would class it as 5 baseline fever packs because there was a baseline pure bass meets baseline fever.
Yeah.
I had a counterculture rave to a niche in Dewsbury.
Yeah.
At Unit 50 with a guy called Vinny. So we did a massive event in Rochdale with like 2,500 people. Oh no, 2,700 people it was. And the queue, it was a Friday night, and the queue was round the corner. Like I drove up to this venue, and like I'd never seen the venue because a friend of mine had they got me the venue, and I drove up and I saw this queue, and I was thinking, yo, this queue is amazing. I wish I could get something like this for my night.
It was.
It was my night.
And it was.
Yeah, so and that was an amazing rave. So the guy Vinny had come in and goes, I'd never seen anybody put that many people in a rave. Niche had never done it. Their venue wasn't that big.
Yeah.
No, that kind of thing. So and we had Duggan on, we had a few others, and Q and all that. So he said, come see my thing, and I was reluctant because I came and he had his after hours, and we gave Niche a run for their money for the best part of 5 years. You know, that kind of thing, like where they would try their best, and that's where we built. I booked T2 for the first time, TS7 for the first. I was
just going to say my next question. Who were some of the biggest names you've had play for you?
Well, T2 and TS7, they'd only just started producing, and they never played out before, and because where Dewsbury is just outside Leeds and Huddersfield and all that, like those guys live really close, so I got them. They all both wanted to do, and I phoned them up and said, look, how about I'll put you on this rave and I'll put you back to back. They couldn't mix, but they did. Well, not mix, but as you know, like they hadn't played out like that.
Yeah.
And they did their thing, and and their first ever booking was me. Then there was
TS7's smashing it now.
Oh, you can't move for that guy's. But that guy's done really well.
Now,
exactly. Then Paleface was already there.
Yeah.
Because he already lived in Huddersfield. Like he'd moved up from London and was really engrossed in the scene. Him and Duggan and that didn't get on, and they were trying their very best to make everybody look like Niche was the only place to be baseline.
Yeah.
But because I'd already have like a couple of big raves which were pure bass and baseline fever.
Yeah.
And then Sheridan's did okay anyway. Going there made perfect sense. So we had EJ, we had Paleface, we had Q, and myself, and then we just I just book whoever. You know what I mean, anybody that wasn't connected with Niche in a way, because
probably put the block on it anyway.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. You know what I mean, like they're not live and let live kind of guys. You know, it's kind of like, you know, like what's that that scene in Batman when Michael Caine goes, it's not that someone should succeed, others must fail. Well, was that Michael Caine said that, or somebody else? Was it? What did I say? Anyway,
I don't watch Batman.
Let me roll it back. There's a saying where some people can't succeed unless they can't see themselves as successful unless someone had failed for them to get there.
Yeah.
You know, like, and so that was the thing. They would have never booked me at Niche. They never did. You know what I mean? Like they hardly booked me for Exposed. I got a couple of bookings for them, but I never got booked for Download, and they did their best. And so I had to make my own lane, had to make the scene. And I also knew this. I learned this from Sidewinder. You can dominate the scene so much and make other people suffer so badly that you're the only one left.
Yeah.
But when you're the only one left, you haven't got a scene.
Yeah.
There's no scene with just one rave.
Yeah.
So that's why I did 2 raves and did different DJs on each of them.
Yeah.
So I had like crossover DJs, but I had like DJs that would never play at Pure Bass and would never play at Bassline Fever.
Yeah.
So in doing so, I made sure there was a scene so that if you didn't like what was going on in Pure Bass, you still came into my rave.
The other one.
You know, like, so, you know what I mean? Like, and that was, And I would also do raves at places where, like with bassline fever that probably weren't right for pure bass.
Now in future, what you up to these days?
Well, I've been playing a lot of new school garage from about 2009. I've just played garage. I played garage constantly, but from 2009, I kind of decided that it needed to have a pin dropped in it, because everybody, when you're playing garage, people have a tendency to go. They don't do it with house, or they don't do anything else. They don't go, oh, you play old school house?
Old school garage.
Yeah, they all go, it's old school garage. You know what I mean? Like, you don't go, you're playing old school drum and bass, you're just playing drum and bass, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They got into the habit of hearing getting this word old school and putting it there. So I could be playing a new tune. Go, I don't recognize this old school tune. So because it's not. It's like, it was produced it's probably produced like 3 weeks ago. You know what I mean? So I had to kind of start getting people out, try to get people out of the habit.
People think everyone stopped making garage 20 years ago.
Nah, they carried on.
That's what people think.
Oh, yeah.
And unless they've heard it, they're not interested a lot of the time.
Well, because they got into the thing. A lot of people got into it through just listening to something like Pure Garage.
Yeah.
They listen to the packs. They listen to the CDs.
Yeah.
The Ministry of Sound, Sounds of Garage or whatever they did.
How do you feel about the way UK garage is today?
I think it's so diverse. It's amazing. I think the problem is quick booking. People are they'll jump from a music they're in to try and make a buck in it, and when they don't make anything in it, they run away to the next one. Yeah, so you know what I mean. That I think that's the problem. They think there's an instant hype, or there's a magic wand,
something to jump on.
Yeah, so and you get those guys like that go stratospheric, you know, but for every one of them, there's about 600, 700 people that,
yeah,
you know what I mean, made one tune and just like go, it didn't do as well as I thought it would.
Right, before we have a quick break then, last question. Any plans for the future? More events, music?
Yeah, so
something different.
Yeah, there's always plans, and I mean, like a Rolling Stone gathers no moss, as they say. But
you still do your birthday event, didn't you?
Oh, my birthday! No,
yeah.
I like last year. Last year was that's the only event I did last year. But the year before, I did as well as my bookings, I did 5 free events. Huh? You know what I mean? Just basically aimed at the people who supported me and helped me feed my kids.
Yeah.
You know, these guys, because there's a point where you got to remember this. Those same people, they weren't flush. They just didn't care.
Yeah.
They were happy to struggle for a month just to enjoy that one night out. And in doing so, they put food on my table.
Yeah.
And my mum taught me that you should always be ready to share that plate. You know that. So so I did the free events for people, because I know that they may have had a great job then, but they may not have a great job there, but they haven't lost their passion for doing something.
Yeah.
So if I can take out one of the burdens, like if it's not going to cost you a penny, all I want is your email address, so I can contact you and bring you and let you know when I'm doing something.
Yeah.
Then I mean, that's all I want. That's all I'm asking for. So go skiddle, get your ticket. You know what I mean? Come, have a great time, buy a few drinks. Don't even have to buy a drink. Not good for the bar, but come and enjoy yourself. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'll buy you a drink if it comes to it. You know what I mean? But I'm thanking you for helping me, because they had faith in me when others didn't. So
it's a good way of looking at it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, we're going to have a little break. Do you want to introduce tune for the break?
Okay, this is a tune we built in 2001 called Hocus Pocus, produced by myself with the vocal talents of me in the chorus. You could hardly...
Fuck off.
I'm drowned out.
You're singing?
I'm drowned out.
Oh, my days.
Really?
I'm drowned out. So with
oh,
Savage,
my days.
with Savage, Curious, Ghetto G. I'm Ricky E as well in the chorus. Yeah, so tune's called Hocus Pocus by Generation X. Hope you enjoy. Hocus
got a heavyweight team, don't try to provoke us. Cause we swarm like a plague of locusts. Separating the man full of jokers. Separating the hope from the hopeless. So we can shine brighter than the lights in Vegas. And get higher than Mars and Venus. Like that time we smoked a kilo between us. And I thought that the 5-0 seen us. Cause I was high and drunk off the steamers. And I was driving with my full beamers. Instead they never make it, the quarters dreamers. We're not losers, we're achievers. And that's why the ladies can't leave us. And I've got no time for cut teasers. I just wanna get high like fevers. Hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus. I'll be smoking that hocus pocus. Hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus. I'll be smoking that hocus pocus.
And for the out, baby, got ass with a swing. Uplift them, feeling that mess. You wanna sing when you're staying at home and you're only chilling. Then the phone makes you jump in, skin wearing. My virgin.
I'm with savage, you're gonna have to get us a team.
So do so, let us know me swim. Because nothing can beat that feeling when you're sipping on the liquor and you're washing the bud. You got the fucking whistle and you're stripping the bud. You want it up and take a look and let this stick soft. Then just realize to light it up and take a puff when you're bumping in the club. All the girls lost touch. Brandon us gun to gather around like toast. And it's all because for the love, I'm puffing on your hocus pocus.
Hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus. I'll be smoking that hocus pocus. Hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus. I'll be smoking that hocus pocus.
Herbalistic man, herbalistic gal. Hold up your hand to my herbalistic gal. Herbalistic man, hold up your hand to my herbalistic clan. Understand, this the Jenner's plan is sweet. Take a stand, all be strong. We can beat the system now first. Take out your wrist, take off a sheet, sit them together then. Reshape for the Buddha. No cigarette, you're gonna get higher when you roll it up, line it up and take a puff. And then when the buzz comes out, crease to the base of the brain is coming on.
Hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus. I'll be smoking that hocus pocus. Hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus. I'll be smoking that hocus pocus.
Feeling hooked, and I can't help thinking it's something got smoked out, feel this rush. And it feels so good, I can't stop, I'm highly buzzed. In a higher state of consciousness, and I'm in this club. All the people in the place now show me love.
Now I smoke more weed than a little bit. What are you, an idiot? I ride in the rhythm so sweet and delicate. All of the massive and crew ain't ready yet. I ride on the beach for the hell of it. I smoke on the skunk for the smell of it. And when I get the mic, you know I can't get rid of it. Get a G's got that lyrical etiquette. Another MC's just ain't ready yet.
I feel like an evil, battling the evil, spitting out lyrics like a desert eagle, trying to miss the capital to place the herb. But me and my disciples gathered in a circle, get physical down with a mystical, giving you a sample, dropping from an angle, putting it all on vinyl, releasing a lethal chemical carried on a vocal. Maze, cast more purple A's, I'm a slave, crave nothing less than an eye-grade blaze to my eyes where a darker shade is in the face. I'll spend my nights and days, I smoke all different types in all different ways. Don't worry about me, 'cause I can't be saved. When you realise where the chorus stage, you've been saying this phrase like a #1 craze.
Hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus. I'll be smoking that hocus pocus. Hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus, hocus, pocus. I'll be smoking that hocus pocus.
Welcome back to the Ranting and Raving podcast with myself, Wayne Scott Fox, Mickey Williams, and of course, Nighttrate. And that tune you just heard was Generation X, Hocus Pocus.
Generation X crew. Get it right, motherfucker.
Yeah, he said he didn't have to say crew if you don't want to.
I like to say crew because it sounds more urban and makes us cool.
Yeah, it's a crew, you know what I mean?
You don't need anything to sound cool, guys.
Dean, we got a question for you. Right? Mickey normally asks this, but I'm going to ask you. So...
Yeah, we don't let you know this one previous, so you got to think on the spot.
So you've been given a stage at Glastonbury,
Okay.
right? You're on
Okay.
where you can pick 7 other people, dead, alive, no matter what there are, no matter what genre, right?
DJs,
anything,
bands.
bands, R&B, fucking love song singers, whatever you want. You've got to pick 7 along with you to fill that for the 8-hour slot. Who are you picking?
Okay.
You ain't got to put in order for like warm up.
No.
Just pick these 7.
Stevie Hyper D. There's never been an MC that could entertain so many people with such a diverse tone as
Is he spitting on your set?
I'm doing the whole set.
Dean's there for 8 hours. Fucking hell.
Just Dean and
called-
Stevie Hyper D.
It's called All Night Long.
Yeah.
That stage would be called All Night Long. Yeah.
So how would you work that? The MC? We've never had anyone say an MC.
Well, he can go on Dean's set.
Yes, that's.
So
MC
what I
on
would
yours.
do is like kind of like in a way the way EZ does his like kind of long shows.
Yeah.
I think sometimes, no disrespect to other DJs, sometimes if you got a vision for a night, sometimes it might be if you know how to play those sets.
Yeah.
It might be easy just to kind of play a whole set without repeating. So you give everybody, so they have to come for a majority of the time
Yeah.
to hear the journey.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, what happened in the early days of Jungle, people used to complain that sometimes it sounded like someone had left the record box there and everybody was playing out
The
of
same
it.
one.
Yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? So that way
Yeah.
you got a definitively
That's why I produce stuff and I don't release it for months.
Yeah, I don't even give my stuff out now.
No,
months.
I don't.
Just keep it.
Because I know that if I turn up to you book me for a gig,
Yeah,
I know I've got 10 tunes the geezer who just played hasn't got.
indeed.
So it doesn't matter if I'm on at 3. It doesn't
Yes.
matter if I get there at 5 to 3 or if I get there at 2 o'clock or I've been there for 4 hours. I know he hasn't got them tunes.
No, totally.
Okay, so that's your first one.
So Steve, then it'd have to be the rest of the Generation X. To be fair, at least if the DJs didn't want to do it, the MCs would be doing it.
Yep.
So you like so that'd be
Are you going to class these as individuals or
so
one?
Nah, Generation X is the one
one
app.
entity.
Yeah.
So that's 2, yeah.
Yep.
Okay then. So I would call up my my good friends Kyler and Paleface.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, they're together. So,
Double act, yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I would because yeah, they would just entertain that. They would know what to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Freddie Mercury,
Freddie Mercury.
Would you have Freddie on?
I would have Freddie Mercury.
As Freddie or Queen?
Either.
Yeah.
Got to pick one.
Yeah, I'd have him as Live Aid, Freddie.
Oh, with Queen.
With Queen, yeah.
Good one.
And
Okay.
I would
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Incredible performance, wasn't it?
Listen, as a hologram, bring a hologram out, like he got people going, "Ew, ew."
Fucking hell, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Immense crowd work.
Do you
I
know,
mean,
there's I can't remember who it was, but there was a house DJ who sampled that speech and played it as a track, and that was the breakdown.
Yeah,
You know, when he did the you know, when he did all that. And he
Nice.
sampled it as a breakdown and he recorded it when he played it, and all the fucking crowd at this festival were doing it.
Okay, so that's 4.
yeah. Well, you got to remember Eddie, no, Freddie, Eddie. Why do I keep doing that, Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
Freddie, like, you got to remember Freddie Mercury. That guy was a pure entertainer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He was an entertainer before a singer, wasn't he?
Yeah, they would do like.
Boisterous and
Yeah.
flamboyant.
Well, his stuff as Freddie Mercury by himself was house, wasn't it? He did that disco-y house.
Yeah,
and
he
stuff
did it,
in
he did
Germany.
it with some German producers though, that's why, yeah, and they were well on the house.
Did you
thing
Living
over
on
there.
My Own?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Living on My Own.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's 4.
So we got 4. Okay, then.
It's a tough one, isn't it, this one?
No. I would have. I would start it off with this. I would have a comedian.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Okay.
I'd have Ralphie May.
Oh, would ya?
I'd have Ralphie May.
Fucking hell, you put everyone in a good mood.
I like Ralphie May.
Class, isn't he?
Yeah, he
And
makes me look slim.
Because
Wow.
because the reason I'll tell you why. We're talking entertainment, right?
Yeah.
No,
stage.
So what you got to remember, is everybody else is going to have all this music. Ralph, like people would come just to see him right at the beginning,
Yeah.
but he's got this speech that goes, it's about diversity, and he goes, everybody's like fingers on a hand, all different but all needed, and that would get everybody in the right mood
Yeah.
for where we were going.
Okay. That's something different. Never had
Okay.
anyone suggest a
You got
comedian
2 more.
before.
2 more. Okay, then.
So who's your peak timers then? Because you ain't putting yourself there. You're warm up, man.
No, Ralphie Ray's warm up.
Any reggae bands or anything like that?
Dead or alive, the more they are.
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Hip hop, R&B, Boyzone.
Take that.
Finger Boys. I'd have Robin S.
Robin S.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'd have to have Robin S. And then and probably and I'd have Slaughter John.
Okay.
I'd have him come in and do Jump and Shout.
Actually, 7.
That's a good one.
We always just think that Prince deserves to be on any stage.
I think the problem for me is that everybody goes that way. It could have quite easily been Michael Jackson, Prince, Freddie Mercury, Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
Like you get all the bigs that passed away, like or didn't like that, like never worked together like that or something. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's quite easy to do. I think that's an easy answer, but like it's difficult. Like Freddie, because I'd purely want to just go, you know what?
Character.
I've been on the same stage.
I want to go,
Wow.
but I'd want to just watch the close up.
The problem you've got is that once you've put him on, no fucker can match
That's
him.
why he finishes.
You put him on last.
Yeah,
Then the set.
you start with Ralphie.
You remember,
finish,
don't you?
Yeah, you finish so they have to stay.
So Ralphie puts you in a good mood for everything.
Ralphie puts you in a good mood.
Everyone else
and then,
gets you hyped, and then
Freddie
and then
gives
Freddie
you the memory.
Freddie leaves you going home, going
Wow.
that was the best Glastonbury I'd ever been to.
Okay, nice then. Well done. That's his 7.
Right. All the music in the world is deleted, except for 3 albums you choose.
Albums.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's difficult.
And there's no music left ever. There's never going to be any more again, except for the 3 albums.
The
you
compilations
choose.
count.
Any album.
Combination can count, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Look, it's not like a fucking
free.
pure bass pack.
Pure baseline fever, and
That's what I said to him. I'd have like 3 10-packs.
It would have to be. There would have to be garage things. If I'm going to listen to, it's the music I'm in.
It's all you can listen to forever.
Yeah, and bassline's a subgenre of garage.
Yeah.
So there'd have to be along that side. But the problem is that we don't have the albums, but maybe. Problem is we don't have the albums. We have the compilations.
Yeah.
Which doesn't give us a full that it's probably the worst thing about scenes changing.
Yeah.
That we get one hits instead of albums.
Corporate Dean can't even answer what album.
No, because
Well, you've got to start looking at these.
There's got to be an album that you like away
There's got to be
from
3 albums you
garage.
like. Any, doesn't matter what they
like
are.
a Bob Marley or fucking,
okay,
something like that.
I rarely listen to albums. I listen to like a lot of singles.
See, I rarely listen to singles. It's all albums.
Yeah,
I have to have albums on.
That's why it's difficult.
I find
because-
albums.
Just pick 3 fucking
albums are
garage
journeys.
compilations then.
Okay, well, but they don't even really like. I could throw 3 packs out there.
But you've got to listen to it for the rest of your life. All music's gone.
Okay, all music's gone. So then there would
Dean Nighttrate Volume 1.
anything that's got me playing on in my
Nighttrate
tunes,
Volume 2.
Fucking hell.
Oh my days.
My unreleased album. Okay, let's go for 3 albums. Okay, 3 albums that stand out would probably be the first Wu-Tang Clan album.
Nice.
Yeah,
Different.
And then you need something you'd need something that would pick you up when everything was going crap. So maybe something like the best of the 80s and 90s. Maybe like
Yeah.
like
Ministry did that wicked 80s electro
like, so-
one, didn't they?
Even
man?
at some point, remember, now this is what I call. They
Yeah,
used to be good. They did have the good stuff on. But they went shit.
I mean, like you've seen that? Have you seen Umbrella Academy?
Yes.
And you see that scene when they start dancing, I think Bangles, I think we're alone now.
Yeah.
And I mean, like sometimes, like you'd be driving in your car and like maybe a Madonna tune would come on and this and that, and you think, you know what, I just needed that today.
Yeah,
you know what I
just
mean?
for that
Because
one,
the vibe of the day just gone the wrong way. and then just someone singing
Just
something.
something to perk you up a
you know
bit,
what I mean?
like, yeah.
Like hopscotch, jumping frog. You know, how does that make any sense? You know, like, you know what I mean? Like Albuquerque, you know, like, you know, it doesn't make sense, but, you know, like, for some reason it became a hit, you know, like, because it was silly and fun.
Well, that's
Like,
2.
Okay, then
Final one.
then it would have to be something garagey. So, like, so probably be the whole compilation of my mixtapes.
Or the first pure garage. And I say the first because the second one's the same in a different order.
Is it?
They all just sound the
Pretty
same,
much.
don't they? The ones that he's used to
Pretty
do.
much.
Do you know I never listened to them?
Yeah.
I've never.
All garage compilations
I have a-
are the
I have a-
same
Because
60
it's
tracks.
commercial garage, isn't it? That's why.
It's not that it's commercial garage. It's just that
Fucking
it's also another
Indigo.
DJ playing a set.
Sweet
And I
Like
don't-
Chocolate, was it Indigo, Are You Sleeping? And
Yeah,
Kelly
you know,
LaRock. It's just the same compilations in a different order.
Well, Are You Sleeping? I remember hearing that tune on a Friday night in.
It's a tune, though.
I heard that
bomb.
I think it came out
You better wake up.
97 or something like that. I heard that tune. I heard that tune in SW1 on Friday night. Thinking, I gotta get that tune. I gotta get that tune. I don't know what that tune is. I gotta get that tune. Got home. There was a whole bunch of mailers on my doorstep on the Saturday morning, and one of them was that tune.
Yeah.
Bad.
The promo version of it.
Okay.
So a garage compilation is your third.
So
one.
it would be probably one of my own mix CDs that
So you-
mix
Well,
USBs.
if you've done the mix CD,
Yeah.
then you know it's going to be good tracks
Yeah,
because
so
you like
yeah,
them anyway
yeah.
because you've put them on
I
there.
don't know if you've already answered this one, but let's do it anyway. If you could bring one artist back from the dead, who would it be?
Right, sorry to briefly interrupt the show, but I want to tell you about our Patreon. You can join us on patreon.com/the Ranting and Raving Pod. Tiers start from as little as £3, where you'll get access to all of our Patreon shows which aren't public, the complete back catalogue. You'll get a load of DJ mixes, and you get early access to the public shows as well. As I said, tiers start from £3, and any support we can get from you lot to keep the lights on here would be greatly appreciated. Now enjoy the rest of the show.
It's a difficult one.
Because you said Freddie, but I don't know if that's just for the performance.
Yeah, the performance. I'll probably say someone, and then I'll go back and think, why did I think him? But or her.
Hard, innit?
I'll tell you who I would like to see. Donna Summers.
Oh, fucking hell. Wow.
Donna Summers is a good call, man.
What a good call that is.
Yeah, she was like
That's a good call.
instrumental in the
Yeah,
early,
she-
early,
Wow.
early
we
part of
Donna
house.
Summers.
man.
The guys who were behind her production,
Yeah,
like
Fucking hell.
like Daft Punk credit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so that tune, I Feel Love, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think half of the house scene or garage scene would have.
I don't even think the house scene to be around without that tune.
I think that tune.
That's
is,
what started house,
Who would
really.
have thought to go around then that kind
Donna
of for
Summer,
Donna
man.
Summers? That's nice.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Right, we're going to do the quick fire round, yeah. So
You've
do you
got to
want
be
to do?
quick.
Go on, go.
No
wanna-
thinking. No, oh, well, you know.
Yeah, go ahead.
I've got to think of it on this side or from
Do
this
you want to do one and I'll do one?
You want sound bites? That's why.
Yeah, you go first.
Go on then. Speed garage or two-step?
Two-step.
One tune that only DJs really appreciate.
Tough one.
Fuck me.
It
It's
is.
a tough one.
Lady Cop, I think.
Yeah.
Good call. Down. The crowd never really get that, do they?
No.
They only get it when the vocal comes in, but they don't.
What you feel?
Yeah, but it's still not one that everybody runs out and goes, "Can you play Lady Cop?"
Yeah.
No one's ever said to me, "Yo,
Yeah,
can
yeah.
you play Lady Cop?" You know.
Yeah, I've never, and I love it. Go on then.
Best intro track to start your set with.
The anthem, my
Your
original,
own.
my 2000, my 99/2000 version.
Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. What's the best female vocal garage track?
Best female vocal garage track. Best or biggest?
Best that makes the crowd fucking have it. What's the best one that you can drop and the crowd are going to go wild?
Difficult, but I think My Love might push it.
You reckon? I'd have gone with Dynamite.
No, I think if you're talking about
Should have done quick five for him.
Gone. Yeah, I think you might.
Should have called it Think Session.
Yeah, no, Dynamite's a good one. But
Yeah,
my
everyone
love,
said boob. I know.
yeah, but like, you know what I mean?
goes
But,
mad.
but my love, nearly everybody knows nearly every word.
Yeah. Everyone can sing along
After
to
it was
that.
gone boom.
And are you sleeping?
But would you? Okay, if you want to go that, then would you class
You got
Sweet Film Attitude Flowers as garage?
yes, it's a garage
Now,
tune.
Yeah.
can you beat that for a fucking reaction?
No,
That's
but
fucking ridiculous.
It's a massive. But Sunship is an amazing producer.
Yeah.
True. What's a tune he done that I love?
It's Try Me Out.
Try Me Out.
You know, I got that,
Fucking unreal,
you know,
that is.
I got one of the first 10 test presses.
I love that.
Yes.
Try Me Out, and I love Jameson. True.
True, yeah.
I just love the
I was the
funky,
first.
the
I
grooviness
got
from
the
him.
first test press of that.
Try
as well.
Me Out, try me. Oh, it's class. Anyway, next one.
One record you had to graft to get your hands on.
Graft?
Yeah, one of them that, I need that record, and it took you a while to get it.
Nah, never happened.
No.
We're gonna have to word this one different because he said he doesn't do it.
Go on.
He doesn't. He's never been one to. This is the question, but I don't know if he's going to. Worst excuse you've heard for not getting into a club?
Oh, worst excuse. Dome.
Yeah.
Used to go to Dome on Thursday night, and we went there and they told us they were quite. It was the usual numbers, the amount of people that looked a certain way, kind of conversation. But they walked in and said they said that we weren't dressed appropriately.
Yeah.
And my friend, he was a son of millionaires, so we went back to his house and put some Armani suits on, and we came back and they told us we were overdressed.
Fucking hell. Brilliant.
This is a great one. Then what's next?
Worst fashion trend from back in the day.
What you wore for Dome?
Yellow Armani jeans and jacket.
Yeah. I think Machino had a part in some of the
This is
fucking
Machino.
worst fashion bits back in the day as well.
Yeah, but
didn't
they were. It's all part of that kind of
Same.
that 90s look.
click,
yeah.
isn't it?
Here's one for you because I know that this could be looked at the wrong way because I know this isn't your scene. But have you ever ended up in any random places after a rave?
Oh yeah, you always end up with at some guys or girls' house where, you know what I mean, you're not gone there to do anything, and because I don't smoke, drink, or do drugs, everybody's moffy and you're kind of like,
What's going on here?
and you're looking around and, like, and someone's talking about fly fishing for the last 14 minutes and how hard it is to catch a bass.
Yeah.
But that's where legend status was made.
Yeah.
The DJs weren't and MCs weren't they were rated there, but if you ended up somebody's house and they could tell a story about you being there, they would be like, you know what I mean,
Legend status,
that's your
innit?
legend status.
One thing DJs do that annoys you.
Pretend that we are more than we are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Back when I first started clubbing, you didn't even see the DJ was
Yeah.
plugged in the corner
Yeah,
somewhere. And now it's like they're the centre focus.
no,
of
even
everything.
Ronigan does it now. No,
Yeah.
which is annoying. Like, and we're talking about a guy who doesn't need to. He's got dub plates from everybody.
Yeah, he doesn't
You know what I
need
mean,
to
and
do
like,
fuck
it
all,
walks
does
in
he?
front of the decks, and he's jumping up and down when he doesn't
Doesn't need to do that
doesn't
shit.
need to that.
Yeah.
He's not an individual.
He's
sound
got
like
the
that,
respect. And would you ever see like John Peel doing that?
yeah. I don't get it. I don't think they need. Certain people don't need it, and
No.
I think they, you know, what I mean, like, and trying to say cool.
What's the one thing that ravers do that annoys you?
Hand over their phones and expect them back.
Yeah, like,
no, they give me their phone. They give me their phone with something on, and when I put it in my pocket, they get upset when I take it.
I saw a wicked video on. It was on Facebook or TikTok not long ago, and there's a girl and she's fucking going like this, leaning up to the guy with a phone, annoying him. So he takes a phone off her, and he's obviously got a fucking GoPro on, so he's recording what he's doing. Gets it. It's obviously open.
Yeah.
She's giving him open. He hits the settings, goes to the fucking language, puts it in Chinese, presses OK, gives her a phone back.
Oh wow!
So she's got a phone then, and it's fucking all in Chinese.
Wow!
So yeah, deal with that.
I
bitch.
thought you were going to say something like he goes for her pictures
Yeah.
and finds the ones that
changes the settings to
fruit-
Chinese and just gives it her back.
But imagine the fruity ones she's been sending to the whoever.
Funny man. If your life had a theme tune, what vibe would it be?
I don't know who sung it. I'm ready for a love that's true, so get ready. So get ready.
Who's that now?
No, like
R&B.
it's that soul thing.
It'd be like a soulful vibe.
Yeah,
for
no,
your
no,
life,
but,
yeah.
but it's an old 70s kind of 60s, 70s kind of like, mate, not the hot chocolate, but you know, like the
Yeah, the proper
yeah, like it could be like
Motown soul-y type
yeah, like
thing.
that kind of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, like you know, something that kind of like really uplifting. You know, like that kind of had a kind of
It's got the funky feels.
yeah, that's something that would come like, through. Oh, that would make you feel you know.
Okay, one word to describe the garage scene at its peak. One word. For those listening
Ecstatic.
on Spotify, this is Dean. This is Dean taking his time,
Yeah,
but he
no,
came
yeah.
with ecstatic.
Ecstatic. Yeah, good
Yeah.
word, man. Good word. First record you ever bought?
Was a hip hop one for the a cappella.
Okay.
One UK garage tune that still goes off every time.
Oh, there's hundreds of them, but
What's your go-to?
There's hundreds, and you can fucking
What's
name
your
one real
go-to?
quick. What are you
I think-
thinking?
What's your go-to? You do
I've got
imagine
702. Why the Reservoir Dogs remix of 702? What the Earth Final?
Okay. Favorite DJ from back in the day?
Didn't have one really. No,
No,
not really.
never aspired to the. Any DJ, no.
I kind of because I was
You
playing.
appreciated the music and the
I
sound.
appreciate everybody for what they
Yeah.
did.
That's fair enough.
But I spent so much time doing other things.
Most underrated garage producer.
Underrated.
For the Spotify listeners, this is Dean thinking again. We
Yeah.
do apologise for the silence.
You can get down, can't you?
Yeah, I'll get
it's hard. I think a lot of
Most of them.
most of them got their props, and the other ones would, and then some of them had aliases. So you kind of you could say, oh, they're underrated, but
You don't
then
know.
that might be the alias for such and such. Because like
Jeremy
look at
Sylvester,
Jeremy
for
Sylvester's got
instance.
like he's the most prolific garage producer in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
So I mean, very hard to say.
Best club you ever played in?
For the Spotify listeners. this is-
Yeah, I know you did. Q Club, I would say, was one of the best clubs.
Yeah, of
you
course,
could catch,
had to be,
you
didn't
could
it?
catch a vibe so well. And that the way the light came through the stained glass.
Yeah,
You call it
sick,
morning
wasn't it?
light. We used to love that.
Yeah. One track you never want to hear again.
Oh, Sweet Like Chocolate. I
Right.
don't hate it, but
Just
I
heard it
think
too many times.
It's just the tune that it came out and went commercial straight away.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing.
Didn't get a chance to do the circuit first.
Just didn't have a chance to people. Oh yeah. Like it was like everywhere to get like these chocolate people going around and wobbling.
Rewinds, yes or no?
Yes, rewind is fine. With no, but only in
Blood clot wrong with you.
only
You
in,
got 15 minutes of rewinds in one set.
only in the right, like only if it's cultural
In the moment.
to the music.
Yeah.
House doesn't need rewinds. This doesn't. Like certain musics are blenders. Certain people are reactive.
Do you know when the rewinds piss me off the most when you're listening? Is when they've got like a minute intro.
Yeah.
And then they do rewind, they play it from the beginning. It's like,
But
you're
there's a
listening to your beats for a minute, man.
With me, I got a cue point in certain like with
Yeah,
great thing,
yeah.
but you, I cue
Started
point it down
from the
so
cue
it, so
point
it-
again.
So kind of you get a little bit of the intro to get you ready to thingy.
yeah.
but you see
nothing worse than seeing someone rewind and then have to drop it from the first beat again.
The only tune in garage, in my opinion, that you can really stop people getting bored with from going back to the beginning is Something in My Eyes,
Yeah.
because it's got a minute and a half intro, hasn't it?
Yeah, but it's
It's a whole
though,
melodic
isn't it?
going up.
Yeah.
So like K1 going doon,
Little
dun,
journey going
dun,
on with it,
dun,
like.
dun, dun, you know, like so
Okay, one tune that defines your sets.
defines my sets. Genre maybe, but the tune, there's not really a tune that maybe the anthem. That's the one I play all the time. It's my
Yeah.
tune. The fact
fair
that
enough.
yeah. So yeah.
Tea or coffee?
Tea,
Night out or night in?
night out,
Trainers or sliders?
trainers.
One thing people wouldn't expect about you.
Um,
Have a nice guy.
that I will defend the little guy no matter who you are.
Yeah. Dream holiday destination?
Warm without war.
Barbados then.
Yeah. I could easily. I got my step granddad was Barbadian, so I could go. That would be a nice place to be.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's one.
if you weren't a DJ, what would you be doing?
I'd be boring.
Ooh. Wow, how about that?
I'd be boring. I learned to be sociable through I was diagnosed with Asperger's, and had to learn to be sociable.
Yeah.
And all of this is, a lot of it is masking. And because of that, I would be if it wasn't for the scene saved me from saying the wrong thing because I didn't know it was the wrong thing.
Yeah.
In the wrong place. I was allowed, and people allowed me to be different because I was talented.
Yeah.
And thanks to them, I was able to develop in a way that helped me become more rounded in society.
Comfortable with yourself and that, yeah. Fair enough. Is there anything you want to plug for yourself before we do question time?
Your
socials.
Well, you can
lives,
the good thing about my name is no one knows how to spell it, but you can catch
Guilty.
me on all social medias.
There's
his name.
no GH in it.
I got his name.
And Trate,
I got
two
his,
T's.
I got his name in my phone, like Amyl Nitrate.
No, there's no GH. There's what?
No, it
two
is.
T's.
It's N-I-G-H. It's N-I-G-H. It's night. Okay, it comes from this. When I was younger, I was at college, and the nitrate, the whole thing as it is it comes from. I used to play basketball, and a fight happened, and the team I was playing against were my old team, and my new team were disrespectful, and they ended up trying to fight me because I didn't play because I had ingrown toenail, and it hurt. My foot was bun. Eventually, not to go too deep into it, this isn't for the podcast. This is just to you guys.
Oh, this I'm getting cut out.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let's tell the story then. Okay,
Wayne.
We're not cutting it. If we're not cutting it out,
I did that on purpose.
Cutting out nitrate comes from two things. I've always had to fight for to get anywhere. No one's given me anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they've either thought I was this awkward kid because they didn't understand what I was, or or anything else. So so I decided that I wanted something that was and I've got my grandmother on my dad's side's Chinese, so I was gonna go with something Oriental, like ninja or samurai, or something like that. And then I thought, what's the British equivalent?
Hang on.
Yeah.
I've got to stop there. You just said Chinese.
Both my parents.
And you chose samurai and ninja, which are fucking Japanese.
No, ninja is no. I went with
Hang
karate.
on. Hang on.
Where does karate
Am I wrong?
I don't
Come
know.
on.
Well, what's
I don't know.
What? Okay.
I don't want to be that guy who says, I don't know.
I said I went.
I don't want to be that guy.
I went with something Oriental. So
Oh, he's
Oriental
covered
stuff.
himself there.
No, I did say that.
We'll
Go
say
on then.
Oriental.
So I went with something Oriental to go with thingy. So what happened is, but then I thought that wanted something British. So the British equivalent to a warrior was the knight.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and the trait comes from when I played basketball and everything else. And the team I was on, I was on the bench in team colours, but the team they were playing were my old team, but I was injured and everything else. And then and afterwards I went up we lost because our team showboated and the other team just played as a team. I went up and I commiserated all our team. I went and spoke to my old friends. And then the one guy on my team called me a traitor.
Okay.
And so, and he tried to fight me. And then the other team defended me. So I kept the trait for short for traitor to remind me who my friends were.
Yeah.
And because when I'm seriously pushed, I've got an explosive temper. So the chemical nitrate is explosive.
Yeah.
So nitrate together. So I dropped the K, the ER. So the name nitrate as it's spelled
made your own word from it.
is because of all three things.
I wonder if his intro tune should be all aboard for nitrate.
Yeah,
Get a little edit going on that.
All aboard. It was all about the night train, wasn't he?
Right, where
night
can
train.
people get your socials then?
So that's NIGH TTRATE.
No
all
GH.
of them.
All of them are.
All of them are spelled that.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Anything else you want to plug or?
not really, but what I will plug is listen to new music. Anybody can play old. You know what I mean? Support the little guy.
I say this, man. I hate promoters who are scared of new music,
Yeah,
man.
this makes it.
Don't get me wrong, a classic night's always a good night, but there's new music still being pushed.
He was
man.
praising Chad Lewis, going, "Yeah, I'm all for the nostalgic events.
I am all for the nostalgic.
And now he's like, "Fuck all the old music.
No,
I like the new."
listen,
You
we-
two-faced
He
bastards.
was only on last week, and I fucking said the same thing to him. I asked him the question: do you think promoters are scared of new music? And he said, "Yeah."
We've all made money from nostalgia. We've all made money from nostalgia. But okay, can I add this in quickly?
Yeah.
The problem with nostalgia nights is that they're paying DJs that don't know absolutely anything about what it was like
Yeah.
to play the music when you've got a ton of DJs that are available and probably play for the same money and have more credibility.
I find that.
From that
I've seen that, on like nostalgia nights, and like I've seen events from back in the day, and I've seen DJs new
20, 21,
on
22
renew.
year olds playing
How are you playing on that? That's not a
As
renew.
21, 22-year-old
How
playing
is it-
classics.
How is it you can and I'm not going to mention names, but how is it you can have that same DJ that plays at that rave, this rave, that rave, that rave, and all the 5 different types of raves, and you think, well, he wasn't even part of any of them.
Wasn't around.
But I'm saying waves are different types of
brilliant.
music, you know what I mean?
Brilliant.
Yeah, so
It's like booking me for like the second room in Sunday Essential, or I went around.
yeah.
Boy. No points. Right. Let's
It's
do
question time.
some questions from our viewers on this one.
So
Dean, so
First question comes from a girl called Lucia Johnson.
Okay.
Okay, and she wants to know: have you ever had a celebrity crush that lasted way too long? Like you still got it now.
No.
He has Eureka Johnston.
no.
Was it
Denise Van
Denise Van
Houten.
Houten? That's the one.
No.
I'd leave my wife for her.
No. There was probably a crush on a regular person that lasted probably too long when I was really young, but that's it really.
No celebrity crush.
No celebrity crush.
Fuck off. There's got to be
Come
someone.
on, man.
Okay, let me tell you this. I started DJing when I was 13.
That doesn't mean you don't know any
mean you
fucking
don't know any
celebrity.
celebrity.
Listen, no. I didn't watch TV much or
It could be any fucking one.
no, promise you this, I've never had a crush on a celebrity like that. No.
Wow.
What the fuck?
There's plenty, I'd knob.
Yeah.
No.
You go on now then.
It's got to be what
I
even
don't
like.
watch TV that much.
Did you never look at page 3 when you was in the 80s and 90s? Come on, some
What
man
did
for
Joe
Fox.
Guest?
Listen,
Joe
for
Guest
fuck,
was
you know,
one of them.
Lucy Pinder.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
say no.
Even
no.
Katie Price back then when she was Jordan.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, and, no, I'd give you a quick story. My uncle was working at a factory, and they were looking at page 3, all getting upset. Going upset, getting all. Yo, look at that! Look at I would. This guy looked over the paper, saw the body, goes, "Oh wow, I would," and he looked up and it was his daughter.
Wow.
Whoa. Wow.
Unlucky.
My uncle told me that story, and he said, and the look on everyone's face, like,
Oh my days.
yes, exactly.
Mine was Jordan.
Yeah. She just got roiled by everybody though
Nah,
in the Premier League, didn't she? All
No,
the Tottenham players.
Before she went with Dwight York.
No, she got roiled by fucking Teddy Sheringham and that as well.
Before she got with Dwight York. Because she went, do you know what she done? She found out Gareth Gates was in a hotel.
Oh, okay.
When I found out where he was, knocked his fucking door and
Smashed him.
smashed him one in. He was virgin. She broke him in.
Bizarre woman.
You
man.
know
Class.
that she tried it on with Lee Garrick from Money Pennies,
Yeah.
and Lee just went, he goes, "I'm not you."
Nah.
Because he got better girls just on the
Years,
entrance.
when she was
I'm all right,
Jordan,
thanks.
she was nice, man.
But she didn't have to do all the stuff she did to herself, and she just keeps got body dysmorphia or something. so
Kids
she keeps
and
going.
everything and fuck.
I don't mind the kids, but the fact that she just all the plastic fantastic and all the that doesn't work for her.
Nah.
She's had her tits reduced now, isn't she?
No, she hadn't done again.
Yeah, they're horrible now.
So she had them
Everything's-
reduced and then redone.
No, she hadn't redone
everything,
again
yeah,
now.
so
I thought she was bankrupt and stuff.
No, she's with some millionaire married to him now.
Fuck my life.
she lands on her back. I mean, her feet.
Yeah.
Every time.
And yours is still Denise Van Houten.
I'd love Denise on out, mate.
Okay. What's the
I'll cream over her when I'm in my 80s. Still, I would.
What's the worst job you've ever had? This
Telemarketing.
is from Lily Clark.
Telemarketing.
Really?
I've done a lot of jobs. Like I worked markets with my aunt. I was a grid boy, putting the grids up on shops. I got paid for that, and I really enjoyed them. But telemarketing, because one of the telemarketing thing was getting people to go to timeshare. to go to the timeshare
I know
meetings.
what timeshares are.
And like and it's kind of like I just, even though I like had to make the phone calls because it was the part of the job, I used to say, look, you know, like they're gonna hard sell you. But the
Is
best
this because it was a con?
timeshare in theory was a decent idea, but the way they ran it was the scruples of these people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like and so
Someone was
I
getting
so I would
shafted.
basically what the script was is, hi, how you do? You'd phone people at home and go, hi, how you doing? You've just won a free holiday. So I rewrote the script and says, we're selling timeshare. You know what I mean? Like and it's not a free holiday, it's a marketing tool, but you do get to go away.
Yeah.
And what would happen is because of that, I had more closing.
Yeah,
It was against the desired effect I was trying to do. But because I was so honest
Yeah, you got more out
about
of it.
the people that went were interested in the idea of it.
Right.
Mine was packing. I worked in a fucking factory once on a press. You know the silver trays, the aluminium trays that
Yeah.
the fucking Chinese food comes in.
Yeah, yeah.
Coming down, packed in a box. I lasted 25 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
Mine-
no!
mine-
Actually, I got a better. That's no. Worst job. Can we do that still question?
Nah,
again?
just,
no,
just
we'll
go.
keep
Don't
it in.
matter. You
Okay.
fought again. Don't worry.
The worst job was working for Blue Pages.
Okay.
It was the Yellow Pages, but for the sex industry.
Oh yeah.
So you phoned up people like Dominatrix and so forth and said, would you want to advertise? And they'd be trying to,
Do they still do that book?
I don't know, but they
You
were
asking
trying
for a friend?
I'm asking for a mate.
yeah, so they basically, and they would try and get it for free because they were so used to telling people what to do.
What about you? What's your worst ever job?
Factory working on a press.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking mind numbing, man.
Yeah, it is. I
Press.
can
It
imagine.
was either cutting rubber on a press or into like you're talking 8x4 sheets of rubber into strips that big and that wide, or some days it would be drilling where you had like these seals that needed 4 holes, and it was just fucking mind numbing. My brain has to think when I'm at work. I can't have them fucking numbnuts jobs, man, where you're just like fucking robotic.
Yeah,
I just can't do it.
I
Man.
was never unlucky enough to have to work in a factory.
Shit, man.
I mean, but like
I did about 4 or 5 months, man.
I don't mean unlucky. I mean, like, you know what I mean? But like, it wasn't like, I didn't have to do that.
Didn't do it.
You know what I mean? But my best job was depot. My best job was depot.
He keeps saying the Tempest was his best job.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
it's a family, isn't it, man? It's a mad job.
You bantering, you listen to music. You know what I mean? You go in like
You make contacts,
it's
you make
not-
friends.
Yeah, people you wouldn't even know.
You
if it
wouldn't
wasn't-
believe how many Tempest customers that became friends were at my wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, like.
Okay, got another question from a girl, Poppy Edwards. Do you prefer mountains or beaches for a holiday? So I'm assuming she's thinking skiing and stuff. Or
Rarely, I learned to ski when I was a kid. Weirdly enough, on a dry
How
ski
could you
slope.
do that when one leg's bigger than the other? You kick it to the side.
It's good. Yeah, you don't have to. I still managed to walk.
You do it on one foot.
Slightly, yeah. But I prefer the beach.
Yeah, mate.
I like both, but
You're
the
beach.
beach.
See, I can actually ski really well.
I like a sightseeing sort of holiday as well. Like, I mean, we're going to Thailand next month, and I've already picked about 5
gonna love
things
it.
that I want to do, like
You're gonna love
different
I can't see the whole
temples and
holiday
stuff
though.
like that.
I can't see. But
Now,
if-
some people can just they'll
Yeah.
go on holiday and the beach is their only
that's-
destination for the fucking until they go drinking on the night.
But that's because they sometimes in such high powered roles that
That's
they
the
just
relaxation that you
like if
need,
they don't
isn't it?
do that, like it's like a
Yeah.
kettle. If you know, like they have to let the steam off or it's just gonna explode.
Okay, next one then. This is from Sophia Thomas. What's your favourite conspiracy theory, even if you don't believe it?
My favorite one's probably the fact that the Earth is hollow and there's actually a
Another world inside,
inside.
and they come out to sea.
Yeah, so yeah,
They come up out to sea. The spaceships.
And
Apparently, the spaceships don't come from up; they come from the sea.
yeah. Considering that there's we know more about space than we do about the sea.
It's,
It could be
you
quite.
don't know,
It could
do
be
you?
quite plausible in that respect.
What
yeah.
about the Antarctic
the
city?
Arctic ice rink?
yeah,
The ice
where
wall.
there's supposed to be a
wall.
city
Yeah.
behind the wall.
But they reckon that the flat earthers reckon that the ice wall is around the Earth like that.
Okay.
But the other guys reckon that there's a city, a kind of like like the Jurassic Park where it's kind of
city.
tropical and thingy like that inside the Arctic.
Well, I watched a thing. No, I listened to a podcast.
The Wi-Files or something like that.
And there was a guy who was doing the flight over.
Yes.
And he apparently fucking got taken down and got told this, and this, and he'd met some people on there, and then they fucked him off. But he was told he was a whistleblower from the American military.
Yeah, the CIA or something like that. Yeah,
where he'd done this flight, and they basically said that's never to be talked about. But before he died, he come on this podcast and talked about it. But his grandson did something where he looked through his diary, and it was all written in his diary from back in that time, and all the dates matched up with what he said.
Some things like that, if you believe it and you know it, you usually got it right. You usually got the information.
I'll tell you an interesting one I've seen recently as well. Some little lad who said he lived before.
Oh,
he was only about 5.
Yeah. I've seen stuff like that. Yeah,
he kept saying about he had a wife and this is where he lived and stuff like that. And he was from America. No, I can't remember if it was American or European country, but he came to visit a place in Czechoslovakia. And this 5-year-old lad who'd never been out of his country went to Czechoslovakia and showed him the house, and his wife was still there.
Wow!
And he's walked into this house, and what is he not going to know about you? And she asked him something, and he went blah blah blah, yeah. And this bird went, fuck, no one would know that but my husband. And he went, yeah, look, this is where I got stabbed. And he showed a little scar that this kid had this birthmark.
Birthmark, yeah.
He was a birthmark, but he went, this is where I got stabbed in the other life.
Wow.
And the woman was like, when my husband got stabbed, this is fucking... It freaked her out a little bit. And he did something where he went in the house and he did something with a cupboard or a floorboard where he knew this letter had fell behind. And got this letter out, and he went, yeah, this is what I wrote, if you remember. And this woman was like, what the fuck? Baffled her head,
So even in death, you're going to get away from him?
Yeah. We imagine just knowing where you used to live.
See, would you say that's one of your favourite conspiracy theories, that one?
Yeah, because the story's fucking... How would a 5-year-old know?
Yeah, I think...
It's weird, isn't it?
Mickey's very good at debunking stuff.
Unless there's a glitch in the Matrix somewhere, where his brain's been fed... The dying guy's brain.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Mickey's very there must be. There's no smoke without fire.
No, I get that. Yeah.
So for him to be engrossed in something like that,
I love things like that.
It's got me kind of thinking. Well,
if I see the documentary again, I'll send it. Yeah.
Okay, we've actually got a lad send this question in. Have you ever cried during a TV show or film? That's from Ethan Walker. Titanic. Tell the truth.
No, the Titanic. No.
Nah.
Have you cried at Armageddon?
Nah, I'm going to tell you when I cried because it was only recently again.
When
Nana dies in the royal family.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you know what it is? I seen
got
bits,
me bad, man.
Because I never saw the whole. I never seen the whole series.
I was on my own on the sofa as well.
I never seen the whole series, so I'm not emotionally invested in the thing. I think.
Difficult if you don't really watch much telly, though.
No, it's kind of is. Yeah, I think, and also
should be easy for you to know then.
No, but it's a no. It's basically because it's being on the autistic spectrum, hardly show
emotion
as much emotion. So,
have you never seen that episode?
No, I think
you need.
Have you seen Tears of the? Have you seen Tears of the Sun?
No.
Fuck me, watch that.
You need to watch that episode, man, and it's done from the perspective of Nana in the bed through her eyes. So you have
people coming to visit.
You have them all come in one at a time and all crying individually. And then when Nana dies, it's just it got me, man. I was fucking
I think the
proper
sad
having both eyes down my face. I was just like, wow.
The sad thing about that program is what's her name, Caroline or something?
Caroline Aherne.
Yeah,
she died.
She died.
Nana's died
She's
as well.
She's clever
now.
as well.
What's the ginger fat lad with the vest? He's dead as well.
Don't know.
It's a shame.
Jim's mate in it. What's his name?
I don't know. Anyway, if you can't understand one, let's move on to the next one. It's another girl. Her name's Freya Price. If you could swap bodies with anyone for a day, who would it be?
I'd be quite interested to know what it feels like to be a girl.
Okay, so who? Pick a girl that you want to be for the day.
While you're thinking about it, I'll tell you mine.
Go on then.
Denise fan out, and just so I could touch myself.
Feel a fanny. So you can feel a fanny.
You know what it is? You have so many arguments with people. You don't know what it's like.
Yeah.
I'd I couldn't pick a girl, but I'd quite like to know what pregnancy was like.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Have something growing inside you.
I
think it'd be a weird
would-
feeling.
I
You
would-
feel
I
it
would-
kicking and
I would like, because you got to remember, that it's the one thing that us men, regardless
Never
of whatever, will never be
ever
able
know.
to understand and like
But
have that.
a woman will never understand what it's like to zip your balls into your fucking zip.
Oh yeah, getting caught that one time. Yeah,
Imagine you swap bodies for a day, and then 20 minutes before you're about to fucking
Give
do
birth,
it,
yeah.
you start giving birth. What position will you end up when you come back?
Fucking hell.
make sure you learn Mars classes.
Telling you.
Okay, and the final question then. This is from Oliver Hill. This is quite good question. Do you believe people can change?
Yeah, I believe inherently. Like I believe that we're not all. Everyone's kind of got a grey. If pushed, they're willing to. They'll kind of they can move like left or right. A bit like the image through a glass of water.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so that there's some people that they're not inherently bad and they're not inherently good. If given the right situation, like I can give you an example. There's a guy I used to know and is from Bangladesh. And basically he'd walk down the road and he'd kick people for no reason. I used to say to him, why'd you do that? Oh, I don't know, I just got this feeling. And then he went to Bangladesh, reluctantly. His uncle said, "Come, he's been fighting it for years." Mum said, "Go see where you come from." And it happened to be one of those times when it was freak floods.
Okay.
And where he lived is in a village where all the houses were on stilts.
Yeah.
And they had a couple of boats, and the flood water was rising. And he realised the boats weren't getting to the houses in time, so he jumped into the river and swam and pulled everybody back. He could one of the only ones who could swim. And after he got the final person into the boat, his uncle went to grab him, and he got took away by the current, and they never found his body.
Never found him.
You know what I mean? But
Straight in the
his
sea.
whole life was being nasty and horrible.
Yeah.
And he
But
ended
when
on
it
being
counted,
kind.
when it counted, he saved 30 people.
Yeah. Strange, isn't he?
I bet you.
I think people can change if they want to. That's the important
Do you
part.
believe that a lot of it's to do with who you surround yourself with?
Yeah, definitely. 'Cause everyone becomes a product of their environment.
I don't believe it sometimes. I think there's some of that, but I think it comes down to it. It's about your own will.
You surround yourself with people with no ambition. You become them people.
Do you know what Rossi B said to me
Go
last
on.
week? He said, Rossi B said, one of the best pieces of advice that his dad's ever give him. If you surround yourself with 5 crackheads, you'll be a 6th crackhead.
Of course.
If you surround yourself with 5 millionaires, you'll be a 6th millionaire.
Yeah. Because you'll see what they're doing and you'll
because
see
you learn from
their way of
you
life
learn.
and you learn from them. You know.
Listen,
You surround yourself with fucking 10 pissheads.
Ross
You're gonna be a
Burbridge,
pisshead.
the
Well-
voice of, what can I put? What's the word? Intelligence and inspiration.
Yeah.
but it's like what they say. Like a broke clock is right twice a day.
Twice a day, isn't it?
You know what I mean? So you hang around with someone, eventually something's going to make sense.
Yep.
Okay.
Right, Dean, thank you for coming on.
Why are
You
we all
should
going to
have-
do my government name from Nighttrate?
Oh, fucking hell. I don't know.
I think I've slipped out
Yeah,
twice.
you 3 times. Yeah,
Fucking
so
hell.
yeah, go.
Sorry.
it's not your full government name, though. So
Yeah. I still got those.
I wouldn't even try and
Are my
pronounce it, man.
temp is vouchers still valid? Because I'm owed about 50 quid.
Right.
Guys, yeah, thank you for coming on and giving us your time and telling us your stories, man.
No, I appreciate that.
Is there anything else you want to say, you want to plug?
No, not plug, but
We're
you know,
going to go
like
to the boring stuff now.
what I will say is that Birmingham, Wolverhampton, Midlands, we have a lot of talent, and unfortunately, in the early days, they looked down south
Yeah.
to bring them up and treated them better than they treated the locals.
I wish they'd support each other more, man.
Yeah, and I think
That's the thing.
I think that's the issue.
They're all against each other.
Yeah,
in
they
Birmingham.
just
They're
support
very
each other
cliquey,
more.
They
yeah,
see
like-
they see it as a battle, but it's not a battle. It's actually a marathon.
Yeah.
And marathons aren't about winning. It's about you. It's a personal thing for each other.
Support each
You know
other,
what I mean?
man.
So whether you're running in a banana man suit or you're doing it for
still going to get there in the end. Isn't
yeah.
you?
At some point you get to the finishing line and and you get your flowers. You know what I mean? Like, don't trip anybody up, and just and move forward.
Okay, you would have seen halfway through the show a little pop-up come in from me about our sponsors, but I'd like to mention them again. Big shout out to Asset Insights. If you're into crypto trading or markets and you want to invest for your future, check them out on YouTube, Asset Insights _YT, on X, which is their main platform, Asset Insights _X, and of course on Instagram, Asset Insights _IG. If you're on Spotify and you want to give us a view, you want to check out Nighttrate and see how handsome this motherfucker is, yeah, make sure you get onto our YouTube.
He don't look too bad for 60, does he?
Yeah, it's 65.
On our YouTube, and of course we're on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram as well. We're not on X. I don't think Mickey's going to put us on X ever, but it doesn't matter because we've got the other platforms. So all you got to do is search the Ranting and Raving Pod. And if you want to send us an email with some of the things that you've heard today as well, it's the Ranting and Raving Pod @gmail.com. And then
If you want to be extra nice and support us financially,
press the button.
I can't.
Forgot it.
Become a fucking Patreon. You type motherfuckers.
Become a fucking Patreon, you type motherfuckers. We had a good few.
Had a few more sign up, yeah, a few more
sign
sign
up
up.
last week, man. So that's going well. Patreon shows are over there on Patreon. They don't go public. Tiers start from £3. Any subs you make, we'll appreciate it because it'll help us keep the lights on here and keep bringing you guests like Dean, like Davey Boy, like Chad Lewis.
Dean.
Dean.
Nighttrate.
I did it again, Dean. Nighttrate. Like Nighttrate.
Are you going to put the QR code up?
What QR code?
I've sent you a QR code for the channel.
Oh, yeah. I'll put it up.
So you can just put the QR code. If you want to join Patreon, scan this code now. Fucking done, easy as that. I sent him a QR code. It's dead easy. All they got to be is like, oh, hang on. Let's put it on the fucking telly or computer. Let's scan the fucking code. Jobs are good.
And if I don't put the code up, go to patreon.com/the Ranting and Raving Pod.
On that note, then, that's the end of the show. Thanks for locking in. We're approaching show 50 when we're going to get an absolute random listener on the show to have a chat with us.
Oh my days.
Dean, fuck me. Nighttrate.
You guys, I need to.
But I've never called you Nighttrate ever because I know you differently.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Thanks for coming on. It's been good to see you. I've not seen you for a while.
No, thank you very much.
It's been an absolute pleasure to hear your
phone a bit
story.
more.
Yeah.
Did he not answer to you either?
No, he's terrible.
Prick, isn't he?
Yeah, no, I don't know about
He's
that.
a
But
prick, mate.
he's
No,
terrible.
go with the word, man. He's a prick.
I'm not small yet. I'm not going to.
He's a prick. I'll swear for you.
Yeah,
Prick.
Answer your phone more was what he got from me. There's me saying, thanks for coming. I'm not seeing you. Well, answer your phone more. That's what he said. Right, on that note then, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you.
Bye, driver. Bye.